more colder nights we've had so far this football season, but that only means one thing. We're in the postseason, and we have another district title game for you here tonight at Danville Ironman Stadium. It's the District 4 3A championship game as the number 1 seeded Danville Ironman and the 4-time defending district champs get set to take on the number 2 seed Lewisburg Green Dragons. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on SCCV8. This is the Jack Metzer Auto Group pregame show. Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher here with you. We're from Jason Genovese on the sideline in just a little bit. Charlie, for this Danville team, they've been in this spot before, of course. 4-time defending champs looking for their 5th district title in a row. When you talk to Carl Major and this team this week, they still haven't feel like they played their best football, and they had to come over some adversity last week in the win against Montoursville, get down 10-0, 2 turnovers on the first 9 plays, but they keep their composure, give them credit. They scored 35 on
No, they keep finding ways to win. What a talented team. They got playmakers across the board. They got just an unbelievable quarterback who's like a point guard. He can distribute the ball to everybody. He can make plays with his feet, his arm. We talked about Matt Patrick. We'll talk about him a bunch more. What a talented quarterback he is. This team is kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs, Matt. They just keep finding ways to win no matter what happens.
It's a good way to put it. And Matt and Patrick, we call him the Patrick Mahomesian type of plays that we've seen him make this year. He's a couple touchdown passes away from the PIAA District 4 record, touchdown passes record held by former Sealsgrove quarterback Logan Libby, and he's 222 yards passing away from the all-time passing record here at Danville, which was once held by KJ Riley, who's doing pretty good at Lewisburg University right now. But for this Lewisburg team, 3rd time they've been in this district championship game, 1st time since 2011, won it in 2010. And when you talk to Eric Wicks this week, that's exactly what they watched, the highlight tape of that game on their way over here, because that was here at Danville Ironman Stadium. And when you talk to Eric Wicks about his team this week, going into that Mount Carmel game, he said the laser focus was kind of at another notch, and you saw that in the 39-7 win against Mount Carmel last week. He said it's been the same type of approach this week. This team's ready for the challenge.
Yeah, it's all business for them, right? That's all they talk about. It's a business trip. They're over here, everything on the line. But I tell you what I like about this Lewisburg team is absolutely how physical they are, Matt. They just, they really controlled the line of scrimmage against Mount Carmel. Jeremiah Davis is a big key to this game. But they've also got to find some production from some other guys. If you look at the past history of these 3 times, Jeremiah Davis has got his. They just haven't gotten enough out of everybody else, so that'll be a big key tonight.
Well, speaking of Jeremiah Davis, this is just a tremendous matchup of running backs as well. As you'll see here, it's Jeremiah Davis against Bo Sheptok for the Danville Ironman. For Jeremiah Davis, mentioning him, he's only 92 yards away from 2004 this season. And you look at what he's done this year, 26 touchdowns as well, 10 100-yard-plus games. And you look on the other side for Bo Sheptok, over 1,600 rushing on the ground this year. He's got 29 touchdowns himself. That's got a really good matchup with both these running games here tonight.
Yeah, and these 2 guys go about it a little bit different way. They're both super talented. Jeremiah Davis, more just simply the running threat. Doesn't catch the ball much for Lewisburg. Not really involved in their pass game. When you look at Bo Sheptok, you have to look past the 1,600 yards he's rushed for. He also is a little bit like McCaffrey. He can catch it out of the backfield. He can make plays catching the football. I think these are your 2 leading candidates for District 4 Player of the Year.
I definitely would have to agree there, and this should be a fascinating matchup here tonight. It's the District 4 3A championship game. The Danville Ironmen looking for their 5th in a row against the Lewisburg Green Dragons, looking for their 2nd overall and 1st since 2010. Kickoff coming up as we continue on the Jack Metzer Auto Group pregame on SCCV8. Live high school sports on SCCV8 is brought to you by Penteledata, reliable and fast internet. W&L Subaru, shop for a new vehicle from W&L Subaru, anytime, anywhere. Service Electric Cablevision, driving innovation in internet, television, and home phone for over 75 years. Add One, your stop for creative and promotional advertising. On a Roll. For the best subs, soups, and salads in the area, visit On a Roll in Northumberland. Comfort Specialist. Are you ready to repair or upgrade your HVAC system? Get your free estimate today. Lehigh Valley Health Network, now proudly part of Jefferson Health. We are coming together for the future of care. Jack Metzer Ford.
proud to support all our local teams and schools. Sunbury Motors, a community partner since 1915. Sunbury Motors, a dealership known for integrity. And Via Media, helping you reach your customers on all screens. We make advertising simple.
Since 1975, Jack Metzer Ford has provided generations of customers with an exceptional sales experience based on honesty and integrity. We offer an extensive new and pre-owned inventory and are dedicated to matching you with the right vehicle to fit your needs. Our commitment continues with our experienced technicians ready to keep your vehicle performing as well as the day you bought it. My dad believed every customer deserves our respect and courtesy. That's why customer satisfaction will always be number one here at Jack Metzer Ford in Danville.
Getting to the finish line starts with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's leader in sports medicine. Our specialists use the most advanced technology for faster, better results, so elite and everyday athletes can compete like champions once again. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
Hi, I'm Kyle Mertz, fifth generation of the Mertz family owning and operating Sunbury Motors. Let's see what Sunbury Motors has to offer.
Save $4,000 on a 24 Ford Escape. Save $4,100 on a 24 Bronco Sport Big Bend. Step into a 25 Explorer Active and save $4,800. Or drive away with a savings of $8,500 in a 24 F-150 Super Crew.
Here at Sunbury Motors, I know we're not perfect, but after 109 years, we must be doing something right. So come visit us and be treated to a buying experience like no other.
Here, we connect things that matter most. Our businesses, schools, healthcare, events, and of course, the people in our communities who make it strong. Connect to the most advanced fiber network, Pantella Data.
Back here on the Jack Metzer Auto Group pregame show, Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher here with you as we get set for the District 4 3A championship game between the Lewisburg Green Dragons and the Danville Ironmen, the four-time defending district champs. Let's go now to our starting lineups for this one, and let's start with the Green Dragons, the visitors. Let's start with them on offense. Chase Wenrick, of course, is the senior quarterback. He'll get the start there. Sean Field will be at fullback. Jeremiah Davis, the aforementioned senior running back, he'll get the start there. Receivers are Jalen Walker and Nick Coleman. The freshman sensation, Owen Fellon, gets the start at tight end. And then your line from left to right is Garrett Glather, Nate Malusis, Mateo Casal, Hayes Schumacher, and Andrew Smith, the senior. Then we go to the Danville Ironman defense, of course, play a 4-4. Chase Miller, Sam Hummer, the freshman who's had an outstanding season. You asked Carl Major about him. He said he could be all-state right now if it was his choice. Lincoln Deal also getting the start at defensive tackle along with Wyatt Schultz, who has been back from injury for the last couple of games as well. Big boost for the Ironman defensively. Outside linebackers are Carter Raup and Eli Welliver. Inside linebackers are Cam Kirsch and Landon Keogh, of course, is heading to Temple after next season. Madden Patrick, Cole Duffy are your cornerbacks, and Bo Sheptock will be at safety for the Ironmen on defense. And on offense for the Ironmen, of course, the aforementioned Madden Patrick will get the start at quarterback. Landon Keogh getting the start at fullback. He's been one of the newer additions to the running game for Danville to give Bo Sheptock a break. He will get the start at running back. Receivers are Carter Raup, Cam Kirsch, and Cole Duffy. He is going to play tonight, and we've been told that by Carl Major that he has been 100% after re-aggravating that ankle injury last week. Also was a little under the weather in the game against Montoursville last week, but he will be full go here tonight for Danville on both sides of the ball. Then your line from left to right is Chase Miller, Luke Plasevich, Lincoln Deal, Jack Malloyd, and Caleb Fowler. The Ironmen under the direction of Carl Major in his second season, 11-0 overall coming into tonight. And now we go to the starting defense for the Lewisburg Green Dragons, which is a 3-4. Hayes Schumacher, Ben Crane, and Andrew Smith, your three down linemen. Your outside linebackers are Dan and Alabakoff and Tyler Downs, who both have had outstanding seasons. Then there's Quinn Michaels, the leading tackler at inside linebacker, along with Sean Field. And Nick Coleman, Tyler Kitchens are cornerbacks. Free safety is Sudeep Yinridi and Xavier Carter now getting the start at strong safety. It had been Mateo Cardello who had been starting for most of the season, but he's been a little bit banged up, so he's not going to start tonight. So it's going to be Xavier Carter getting the start, who's had a pretty good season anyway when he's gotten time in the secondary. And the Green Dragons, under the direction of Eric Wicks, in his 4th season, 10-1, coming into tonight. Of course, that lone loss we had here on SCCV8, and that, of course, was at Shamokin. And now we go to our W&L Subaru keys to the game. And Charlie, let's start here with Lewisburg. The big thing when you're facing this Danville team, we've heard this from a lot of oppositions from Danville this year, is you try to eliminate the big plays, but we know that's easier said than done.
Yeah, that's not easy to do, but I think one of the keys to it for this team tonight, for Lewisburg on defense, which has a fine defense, can they keep Madden Patrick in the pocket? Because when he escapes, you got double trouble.
And then there's also controlling the time of possession and keeping this Danville offense off the field. And the big thing Eric Wicks told us this week is matching Danville's physical play on the line.
Yeah, and they know their identity. That's what I love about Lewisburg and Coach Wicks. They are who they are. They're physical. They're tough. Bully ball, old school I formation. Let's get downhill. Find out if you can stop us. That's a big key for tonight. They absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage against Mount Carmel, and that's what led to that convincing win last week.
Which is one of the more stunning things that we saw in that game last week against Mount Carmel. And for the Danville side of things, for Carl Major, it's getting kind of down to the nitty-gritty of it, and the basics here at Smash Mouth D, winning the turnover battle. And one of the other Achilles heels for Danville this year has been trying to eliminate penalties.
Yeah, they got to not stub their toe and get behind the 8 ball, so to speak, by making foolish penalties or pre-snap penalties. I think that first one, Smash Mouth D, you got to stop Jeremiah Davis. He is a tough guy to bring down. He's tough, downhill runner. Can they rally the football, play defense, and keep him from making the big plays, because he's going to run the ball a bunch tonight.
So the winner of this game here tonight, of course, is the district champ, and they will face the District 3 champ next week in the quarterfinals of the PIAA playoffs, and that game is between Bermudian Springs and Trinity. That game also ongoing tonight, so we'll try to keep an eye on that. On the other side of things, you've got the other team left in our area is, of course, the Shamokin Indians, with that amazing win last week, as we were treated to right here on SCCVA last week over Jersey Shore. They are home again tonight against Juniata, the District 6 champ, and the winner of that game is going to play the winner, the District 11 champion, next week in the PIAA quarterfinals, and that is between Bethlehem Catholic and Southern Lehigh. That game also going on tonight. We'll keep an eye on that as well. So the Shamokin Juniata game is the first round of the PIAA playoffs in 4A. Tonight, of course, we have the district championship here in 3A. We'll also keep an eye on the 2A championship tonight. Troy trying to finish it off, finally become district champs after knocking out Southern Columbia in a big way last week. But they face Warrior Run, who stunned Towanda on the road last week with a big game, and they're in the district championship for the first time tonight. So let's look at some of the other games around the area.
Yeah, we'll find out if Warrior Run can keep wearing the slipper, right, as they say in basketball. And you know, you're down to 16 teams on each side of this thing, Matt, on the east and on the west. We'll pare it down again tonight, but the great Marv Levy said, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? I don't know where I'd rather be than right here for this one. This is going to be a dandy, great football game. It's like Oscar night. There's so many stars out here tonight. We're going to see a lot of really talented football players at this level. And in 3 hours, we're going to know who moves on.
No question about that. Well, one thing we've also enjoyed this year is our newest sponsor, Honor Roll Sub Shop in Northumberland. Our crew earlier enjoyed some outstanding subs, wraps, and salads. Honor Roll is a family-owned business that takes immense pride in providing fresh and delicious food. Owners Lindsay and Zach were born and raised in Norrie and treat all their customers like family. For the best subs, soups, and salads in the area, go to Honor Roll on 92 Queen Street in Northumberland, 570-701-1224, or visit their website at honorrollnorrie.com or on their Facebook page.
I changed it up tonight, Matt. Ham and turkey.
You did change it up
I've tried
tonight.
them all, but I go back to ham and turkey primo.
There you go.
Very good. So on a roll, big thumbs up tonight.
Yes, absolutely, as well as the crowd starts to settle in here at Danville Ironman Stadium. The visitor side with Lewisburg also looking pretty good as well. District 4 3A title game coming up, Lewisburg and Danville, as we continue on the Jack Metzer Auto Group pregame on SECV8.
Did you know U.S. adults spent nearly 13 hours a day last year watching digital or traditional TV? Yeah, that's a lot of time in front of a screen. Why not use it to your benefit? Via Media can place your business in front of your customers on either digital or TV media, virtually any screen, anywhere. Just like this. Call 800-VIA-9126 or email us now. Via Media, we make advertising simple.
This world is filled with breathtaking moments where every road is an invitation to adventure and new stories. Built for those who crave exploration, freedom of the open road, and above all, safety. Subaru will take you through the rugged mountains and everywhere in between, empowering you to experience the wonders of nature like never before. Whether you're a trailblazer or a weekend explorer, come and visit W&L Subaru, where we will help you discover the joy of driving and embrace your love of the great outdoors.
When you're comfortable, life is good. Comfort Specialists. Quality and value are claim to fame. On time and affordable, that's our game. Providing heating and cooling for you every day. Our experience shows in so many ways. Call Comfort Specialists. Give us a ring, we'll be at your door. When you're comfortable, life is good. Comfort Specialists.
Ad1 has been providing innovative and consistent solutions for over 35 years and offers thousands of custom branded promotional items. Ad1 has you covered. Literally, we offer apparel and promo items for corporate, team, and casual use, plus the quality and brands to meet your needs and budget, all designed to give you the perfect look that you can be proud of. Let the team at Ad1 work to reach your audience and goals. Call Ad1 at 570-286-1111, online at mypromotionalneeds.com.
In the Standard Journal, news item, and weekender, we have you covered from local government news to school district announcements, high school activities and achievements, local college news, and all the local news and sports in your communities. Plus, you can find all the latest features about your neighbors and friends in the weekender. Serving the central Susquehanna Valley since 1890, we are your source for local news, sports, and weather. Be sure to keep up with breaking news on our Facebook page, The Standard Journal, news item, and weekender. Call us or visit our website and subscribe today.
Customer service matters. With Service Electric Cablevision's 24/7 technical support and a dedicated local team, we're here when you need us. Got questions? Get answers. Reach your local office by phone, chat online, or stop in and speak with a friendly customer service representative. Service Electric Cablevision, your local choice.
Scientist Ivan Sanderson's cryptid research was lost until now.
There are hidden animals that have not been discovered yet. By unlocking the secrets in Sanderson's archive, we can now make the next big discovery.
Lost Monster Files. The investigation continues Wednesdays at 10 on Discovery.
We tried to get into his mind. It's like putting a puzzle together in the dark.
For a detective, this is an adrenaline rush.
We had to get him off the street. And the only way to do this is to try to think the way he was thinking.
Before They Kill Again. All new, Sundays at 9 on ID.
Welcome to SECV8, with great shows right in your backyard, like The Sports Beat, in your neighborhood, Catching Up with Carl, and of course, live high school sports covering 14 school districts, all on SECV8, channel 508.
Start your day with a bang.
Let's have a party.
As FS1's brand new lineup
We're going to change up the vibe.
brings you everything you need
Have some fun, old guy.
to level up your game.
Undeniably my favorite color.
I'm not surprised.
Every weekday on FS1.
You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. The critically acclaimed hit Accused is back, and you can watch anytime.
You want to play? Let's play.
We're gonna get crucified.
You have to wake up.
And every Tuesday,
It's like a nightmare.
new cases. Just do what you do. New defendants. New episodes.
I am a con artist and a liar!
Accused. All new. Tuesdays on Fox and watch anytime on demand.
Fast, consistent internet speeds. TV your way. And reliable phone service. All from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
Both teams getting set to take the field here at Danville Ironman Stadium, moments away from the District 4 3A title game. Here tonight's the four-time defending champion and number 1 seeded Danville Ironman against the number 2 seeded Lewisburg Green Dragons. Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher here with you as both teams get set to take this one off here tonight. And for another factor here for the Danville side of things, Charlie, is you talked to Carl Major about it this week. We mentioned Cole Duffy being back here.
Right.
One of the many injuries this team has endured this season is kind of their what they've been through this type of year, despite being 11-0, all the adversity, all the injuries.
Right.
And Carl Major said this is the healthiest we've ever been all year, and that's exactly what you want this time of the year.
Yeah, and that's a good thing because Cole Duffy is a huge X factor for this team on both sides of the ball. He's an outstanding playmaker, but his competitive toughness that he brings to this team helps give them an edge. I think the other factor, Matt, is that halfway through the season they got Lincoln Deal back. That's another big factor up front. He's kind of brought some more stability to those two offensive and defensive lines.
And the Ironmen take the field as they go for 5 in a row here tonight. And now it's the visiting Lewisburg Green Dragons. Third time in this district title game, first time since 2011. And their only championship came in 2010. And that was right here, Charlie, in Danville.
Yeah, that's going back. But Brandon Smith, one of our Penn State players when I was there on that team, kind of the team leader, great football player, even a better person. And when you talk to Coach Wicks, you just, boy, I like the job he's done. He is calm, poised. He's really infused that into his team. And he said to us pregame that his team's had a great week of preparation, and they feel really good about where they are.
That they do, and they should be, especially after that 39-7 win against Mount Carmel last week. And really, Charlie, what was kind of an unprecedented week in the postseason. Of course, we saw what we had. Lewisburg takes the field here. And, of course, the game that we had last week, Jersey Shore and Shamokin, and that crazy ending. Lewisburg winning as handedly as they did. Warrior Run winning as handedly as they did. Troy was pretty much the favorite against Southern, but no one expected them to put up maybe 69, I would say, in that one. It was an interesting week last week.
It really was. You know, in playoff football, you usually don't see that much disparity in scores. But, of course, we got one that at Shamokin last week that was just incredible, instant classic. Maybe we'll get that tonight.
Let's go to Jason Genovese, who is with Eric Wicks.
Coach, fresh off of that impressive victory over Mount Carmel area last week, do you feel like your team's playing its best football of the season right now?
Yes, I think we are, and I think we came out and fired on all cylinders last week, and I think it's going to help us this week.
Can you talk a little bit about how important you think it is for your team to kind of get an early lead in a game like this?
I think it's big just to show that we can impose our will on the other team. With them being so good and, you know, 4-time district champs and things like that, we have to show them that we're really here to play.
What was your message to the team before they came out here?
Just letting them know that we're a team and we're going to play as a team and we're going to do it the way we've always done it.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks to Coach Wicks there. And Charlie, that was one thing that I mentioned on the sports beat leading into tonight's game. You just feel like whoever can get out to the lead first, that's going to be a massive part of this game. Lewisburg, with just the way that they've been playing lately, if they can get out to a lead, play their style, really going to help them. And for Danville, we know how they've started the last couple of games, especially last week, 2 turnovers on the first 9 plays. If they can get out to a lead early and spread the ball around, it could be a long night for Lewisburg.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there. I think for Danville, they've shown the ability to come back throughout the season. That's kind of been who they are, and you don't win 4 straight titles without being able to do that at some point. I think for Lewisburg, even more paramount, Matt, because if you really look at the last 3 games, and I know it's a new season, but there's some demons there that they've got to get rid of, and they got to show, as Coach Wick said, we got to show them that we can play with them and that we're here to get the job done. So I think it's absolutely critical for Lewisburg to get off to a great start.
So we now get set for the coin toss here as we're just about ready for kickoff here at Danville Ironman Stadium. Our referee tonight is Kevin McNamara, and the umpire tonight is Craig Kurtz. Your head linesman is Jim Bergen. Line judge is Joe Brown. Field judge is Brian Burr. Side judge is Phil Gingery. And the back judge is Jeremiah Johnson. So a veteran crew here tonight. And, of course, you have the extra official or two for this time of the year in the postseason.
That's always a good thing. Help everybody out right here. The game goes fast, and it takes as many eyes as possible. And there's a lot on the line for both these teams, these staffs, and these young men.
Carl Major, the head coach of Danville, looking for his 2nd district title in as many years coaching this team after taking over for Mike Bredden, who got the run started here for Danville and what they've been on here, and he's just picked it up right where Mike Bredden left off.
Absolutely. Carl's done a fabulous job here at Danville, replacing Coach Brennan, who, when he left here, had done such a marvelous job with the Ironmen, so he's picked that right up, and here they are again knocking on the doorstep of another district title. And Matt, as they say in the business, let's rock and roll.
And the Lewisburg Green Dragons offense will come out first here to get things started here in the District 4 3A title game. Looking forward to getting this one started here tonight. The winner moving on to the PIAA quarterfinals in 3A play next week against the District 3 champ Bermudian Springs or Trinity. And we'll keep an eye on that as we go about throughout the game as well. It's going to be Jalen Walker and Nick Coleman back to return, along with Jeremiah Davis. And Garrett Hoppin will get set to kick it off here for the Danville Ironmen.
Matt, these two teams are 17 miles apart, so they know each other. These young men have grown up around each other. They've done 7-on-7. They've been to camps together. So that's the difference in high school football now as opposed to years ago. These young men do so many things against each other, with each other throughout the summer, throwing and catching and getting ready for these seasons. So this is a rivalry that we're ready to unfold again here.
Well, it has been dominated by Danville,
yes.
and Lewisburg's only scored 6 points in the last 3 or 4 times that these two teams have met. And they know that here, too, tonight as well, and they look to change that as Danville gets lined up here. Both crowds are ready. We're ready. Hoffman gets set to kick it off to get this one started. District 4 3A title game. And here we go from Danville. And not a good start for the home team as Hoffman's kick goes out of bounds. And right away, Lewisburg will get some good field position here on their first possession.
I can only say from a head coaching standpoint, when my kicker kicked it out of bounds on the first kick, I wasn't a happy camper. It's not the way you want to start. Excellent field position here for Chase Wendrick in this Lewisburg offense.
And that really, when you give a good team like Lewisburg like this, good field position, that really can open up the run. And what a day it was for Jeremiah Davis last week. 5 rushing touchdowns for 271 yards on the ground against Mount Carmel.
Yeah, he slept good last Friday night for sure, Matt. And you're going to call his name a bunch. We'll see a lot of this talented senior running back, Jeremiah Davis.
After he put up over 300 yards against Mifflinburg for the battle for the Little Brown Jug. And actually, we'll start with Quinn Michaels at fullback there as they go with the full formation there in the backfield. That's a gain of 3 to start this off.
Yeah, and right away we've got one of the linemen coming out because his helmet came off right there. So he'll be out, and that is the center. Casale is out of the game right here, so let's keep an eye on that. But Quinn Michaels, I think, is a real X factor in this game at running back. We know about how good a linebacker he is. He's also a good back at over 60 yards last week, and they got 2 big bruising backs there with him and Jeremiah Davis.
2nd and 7 with the new center just for this play. And the first carry for Jeremiah Davis, big hole, gets a first down and just tripped up, or he might have been off to the races there across midfield, and a good start for this Lewisburg offense.
Yeah, and we have seen Danville, we've seen teams against them before, Matt, and we've talked about this, me and you. And the thing about Lewisburg is they will stay patient with the run game. They're not going to deviate. This is their identity. This is what they want to be. And Jeremiah Davis wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get 30 carries tonight.
Lewisburg as a team, just over 240 yards rushing per game, over 2,600 total for the season.
Yeah, an old school Maryland eye right here. And those are 3 big bruising backs for Lewisburg.
Second carry in a row for Jeremiah Davis, just trying to follow blockers. And he'll get about 4 yards on that carry. Another good gain on first down for the Green Dragons. And you mentioned how good this run game has been. Also because, too, I think a lot of it, Charlie, we've talked about this before, is the coaching, the many different wrinkles that this run game throws at you, too.
They do. They really have done a nice job across the board with how they kind of set themselves up to look a little bit different, but yet run a lot of the same plays.
Actually gave him 2 on that play. Broken play here on the toss, and Davis is going to get thrown back for a huge loss.
Yeah, if we see this replay, you're going to see the toss sweep here, but he hits the other back right here. He hits Sean Field in the backside, and we always talk about what ruins the drive, negative plays. And particularly for Lewisburg, Matt, because throwing the football is not really their forte. They are a big play unit when they do connect, but to overcome here now 3rd and 15 is not an easy task for anybody.
Is still averaging just about 86 yards a game through the air, 948 coming into today. Has been getting better, have been going to it maybe slightly more, but still they want to be able to run the football. But now they find themselves in 3rd and 15.
Well, take a peek here at Jalen Walker. That's who they've gone to. Go right back to Jeremiah Davis, though.
And Davis with a good gain as he gets past the 45-yard line down to the 42. And all of a sudden, it's an interesting decision here for Eric Wicks.
I think this is go time right here for Eric Wicks. He wants to make a statement on this opening drive. I like the decision. I think analytics would probably tell you to go for it. He says, hey, we came here to play ball. We're going to find out what we're all about. So here we go.
Especially against this Danville offense. Gained 11, so it's 4th and 4. Already a big moment in this game as Lewisburg tries to keep the drive alive at the Danville 41. And now Carl Major is going to burn a timeout because he knows how big this play could be. With 8:40 to go here in the first quarter, Danville already burning a timeout. But I think, Charlie, this might be a good one here.
Oh, for sure. You want to make sure you're set here early in this game. And, when we talk about time of possession, but if Lewisburg can continue to hang on to this football in their run game, they're going to shrink this game a bunch, and that gives them a much better chance to be in it, where Coach Wicks would say, we want to be close in the 4th quarter.
And Eric Wicks has shown his aggressiveness in the past with this team, and that, again, is just kind of the way this attitude has been for Lewisburg, that we're not going to be afraid to try to go at you early and often in this one, and showing confidence in this whole team.
That's correct, and that's just their approach. You can tell by the way, even in his pregame visit there with Jason, how calm he was, very poised, very matter of fact. This is who we are. We're ready to play. We've had a good week, and this is just another opportunity for him to make a statement along those lines.
So after the 11-yard gain on 3rd and 15, it's 4th and 4 for Lewisburg on their opening possession.
Oh,
and the Danville jump offside. Let's check the marker.
I believe they did.
Wow.
That. Yep.
And after the timeout as well, taken by Carl Major. Carl, we talked about penalties being an issue for Danville this year, despite the undefeated record, and that is a huge one right there.
That is a huge one right there. As you said, Matt, I just repeat your words because in the neutral zone. You can't get back. Once you break the neutral zone, it is an automatic penalty right there. So good job, good coaching, Coach Wicks and the offensive staff for Lewisburg.
So free first down for Lewisburg at the Danville 36. Can they take advantage on their opening possession? Davis, another good hole and a good gain on first down, as he will gain about 3 on the play. And that's always a key too, Charlie, when you're a run-first team. You've got to be able to win on first and second down.
No doubt about it. Well said, Matt. You got to be efficient. You got to get those 4 or 5 yards early on. And this linebacker unit, especially inside, is so very good for Danville. What I call the K brothers, Keogh and Kirsch.
2nd and 7. And the inside handoff to Quinn Michaels, his second of the night. And there is Cam Kirsch right on cue right there to make the play, along with Sam Humber, the freshman. And a 3rd and 1 coming up.
Yeah, I really like Quinn Michaels in that. He's in that fullback or that extra back set many times. He is a good back. He's a powerful young man, strong, and he's had a good year running the ball. Gets overlooked a little bit because of Jeremiah Davis, but I tell you, he's been really good.
Check that 3rd and 2 coming up. When Michaels getting the call, pushing the pile forward, and going to depend on the spot. Looks like he's maybe about a half-yard shy, so another decision here. And I think this is an easier decision considering what they faced before. 4th and inches at the 26.
No doubt. And, it's a curious call here. I mean, it's going to be run for sure. That's their MO. Do you take the ball off the line of scrimmage? Do you stay right there at the quarterback sneak? Do you go Quinn Michaels, the big power, 215-pound back? Or do you give it back there to Jeremiah Davis, your 1,900-yard back?
It's him and Sean Field in the backfield. Weinrich going to keep it himself, pushes the file, easily will pick up the first down at the 25, and this Lewisburg offensive line, Charlie's beginning a good push so far on this opening drive.
Yeah, and they've really gelled. We've talked about this. They feel like they can run the football on anybody, and they, quite honestly, Matt, they have.
This drive started at the 35 after the kick went out of bounds by Garrett Hoffman. First down to the Danville 25 for Lewisburg, converting 2 4th downs, one of them via an offside penalty by Danville. Inside handoff to Field for the first time tonight. Stiff arms a man, and then he gets thrown down at about the 21 for a gain of about 4.
Yeah, a little bit of an inside dive, but yet it's misdirection in a sense. Both backs on the go right. Field takes it left right there. Here's your straight arm. Hey, get off of me. But a good job right there staying with it by Danville on defense.
Field had 6 rushes for 16 yards against Mount Carmel. 155 on the ground and 2 touchdowns coming into tonight.
Really, Matt, they picked up 3-4 yards there, so they're kind of staying right on pace right here as far as efficiency on first down, as we talked about.
On 2nd and 6, back to Davis. Nice cutback. And then he's going to get thrown back by a whole host of Danville defenders there for not much of a gain on that one. Maybe a gain of 2. So another 3rd and short here, though, for the Green Dragons.
Cam Kirsch on the tackle right there, the All-State linebacker, over 400 tackles in his career. We talk about it. The tradition at linebacking has been special at Danville. Him and Keogh just continue moving that right along.
Play clock already down to 15. Lewisburg late getting the play in. Third and 4. Back to Davis again. And this time Davis is swallowed up. That was great pursuit by guess who? Landon Kehoe, the newest Temple product.
Absolutely. Great read on the power O right there. He's the backside backer, sees the pulling guard, just reads it. Look at him flow. Right there, great tackle, kill the legs, get him on the ground. Big play right here. We got a band down.
We do, Matt. For Lewisburg, and that's Sean Field that was down for Lewisburg, the fullback. And for Kehoe, he had 107 total tackles coming into today, 13 tackle for loss. And he makes the big play right there to set up another 4th down decision here for Lewisburg. But we'll step aside as they look at Sean Field.
Since 1975, Jack Metzer Ford has provided generations of customers with an exceptional sales experience based on honesty and integrity. We offer an extensive new and pre-owned inventory and are dedicated to matching you with the right vehicle to fit your needs. Our commitment continues with our experienced technicians ready to keep your vehicle performing as well as the day you bought it. My dad believed every customer deserves our respect and courtesy. That's why customer satisfaction will always be number one here at Jack Metzer Ford in Danville.
TiVo Plus. All the TV you could ever dream of. Personalized and streaming 24/7. Your favorite shows, movies, videos, and more. All in one easy experience you know and love. Streaming TV that's free, binge-worthy, and always on.
Energized.
TiVo Plus.
Lewisburg deciding to kick the field goal here, 37 yards from Cohen Hoover. It's up, and it is no good. So Lewisburg, instead of trying to go for it, we're 2 for 2 on 4th down on this opening drive, decide to hand it off to Cohen Hoover for a 37-yarder, and he misses it. And so after a great opening drive by Lewisburg, they come away with nothing.
Yeah, 13th play of the drive as Todd Davis gave us. Great opening drive here, eating up a lot of clock. Cohen Hoover 7 out of 9 coming in. Just pulled that one a little bit left. He is a factor in this game. Outstanding kicker for Lewisburg, but he missed that one on this first drive.
Of course, the outstanding soccer player as well. His longest was 42 coming into tonight, and he pulled that 37-yarder wide left. So we stay scoreless, and Danville sets up for their first possession from their own 20. And the handoff right away, and a terrific play by Lewisburg in the backfield. That's Quinn Michaels, right on cue of what we've seen from him on defense this year. Good start for Lewisburg defensively. That's a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, look at Quinn Michael. I don't know if we'll get this replay here, but, man, he was downhill, much like Keogh in the last play. Watch him go attack this ball. That's what you got to do. So many good linebackers in District 4 right now. Great play, Quinn Michaels. He's off to a nice start in this game.
109 total tackles coming into tonight, 18 tackle for loss. Make that 19 now after that play. Go back to the run, and another one in the backfield for Lewisburg. And again, it's Quinn Michaels. What a start for him.
Yeah, Quinn Michaels says, let me introduce myself to you guys. And what we got right here, we got timeout, Danville.
Yeah, Carl Major burning his second timeout as 2 negative plays have led us to 3rd and 17, a loss of 3 and a loss of 7, both going to Bo Sheptock. And Carl Major wanting a timeout. Only 1 left here for Danville in this first half already. Burned the first one before the 4th down play, which then led to an offside penalty. Now he's going to burn a timeout to try to cool things down on offense after a rough start.
Yeah, we've seen Carl do this before. Last time we were here, he didn't like the start that his team was off of, and he banged a couple timeouts early. I think when you look at these last couple games last year, Matt, it was Matt and Patrick that did the damage through the air. They really controlled Bo Sheptock and the running game for the most part pretty well. It was MP, number 13, that just killed them through the air.
Now can Lewisburg get a stop here on 3rd and long to force a 3 and out after the missed field goal? Danville just looking for some positive yardage here on 3rd and long. Patrick's first throw is a bubble screen, and going to be not much there as that's complete to Sheptock. And Lewisburg is going to force a 3 and out and a disastrous opening start here for the Danville offense.
Yeah, so the other thing that's a big part of this, they keep Danville backed up. And as we noted before the game, they are absolutely kicking into the wind. What wind is here, and it's a little bit more than you think, they're kicking into right now.
That's Andrew Smith who made the play there for Lewisburg. That was only a gain of 3, 4th and 14. Nick Coleman back to receive along with Jalen Walker for Lewisburg, and Hoffman will go back to punt.
Yeah, and I wouldn't think, when you look at the 2 deep guys here for Lewisburg, they actually look a little bit deep to me based on the conditions.
And Hoffman barely got that away, and it's not very long of a punt. It will take a Danville bounce, but Lewisburg is going to start on the Danville side of the 50 as it's downed at the 48. That was Dandon Alabakoff who nearly got there for the block, and Hoffman, who's averaging just under 30 yards a punt, didn't quite get enough in that one there.
Well, this is the start Coach Wicks would have wanted. Even though the opening drive didn't result in points, they made a statement with that drive running the football. They get a 3 and out on defense, and now they, again, flip the field where they're in good position here starting this drive, Matt, on drive number 2.
Opening drive ended in a missed 37-yard field goal by Cohen Hoover. Already late here in the first quarter. Back to the ground with Michaels after a tremendous defensive series for him with those back-to-back tackle for losses. And he'll get 3 here to start this offensive series.
And remember, when Chase Wenrick in this Lewisburg offense does throw it, they usually throw it to Jalen Walker, and it's usually a straight go ball. They're trying to hit you deep over the top.
Have yet to pass it so far here tonight.
Yeah, that's that time of possession key we talked about. Coach Wicks absolutely wants to eat this clock up.
Keep it on the ground with Davis, trying to cut back inside, still turning those strong legs, still pushing the pile. What an effort, and he's very close to a first down. Looks like he's still going to be about a half-yard shy, maybe a full yard.
So much fun watching Jeremiah Davis run the football. Watch, he's just so patient right here. Lets everything develop, follows Quinn Michaels, good lead block, patient with his feet, and then the finish right here. Strong under his pads right there. 3rd and 1, Matt.
Lewisburg was 2 for 2 on 4th down last drive. Inside to Quinn Michaels, and again, he'll easily pick up the first down and will finally be wrestled down at the 35.
Yeah, this is a nice run by Quinn Michaels on like the inside dive right here, but watch his feet. Jumps right back into the A-gap. Good push, good finish right there. This offensive line right now, Matt, is in control of the game.
One of the best offensive lines in this area that we've seen this season.
And that's a veteran offensive line that Coach Wicks has, and he's got all the confidence in the world in them.
Final minute of this first quarter. Go to Davis, bobbled it, and he takes off. No one's going to catch him. And Lewisburg strikes first. Touchdown. 35 yards for Jeremiah Davis.
And Jeremiah Davis just continuing where he left off against Mount Carmel last week. Watch this. Great blocking at the point of attack. And he says, I'll take that to the house.
His 27th rushing touchdown of the season after he bobbled the snap. And now Hoover on for the extra point. And what a start for this Lewisburg Green Dragons team. Already 68 yards rushing for Davis as he edges closer to 2,000 yards. And the extra point, though, is blocked. And no good, but still a great start for the Lewisburg Green Dragons with 49 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. And we'll keep it right here. And this is exactly, you talked about it before, Charlie, but this is exactly what Lewisburg is looking for here to start this one.
This is what the start they needed. They gained that confidence that you could tell with Coach Wicks pregame. He was absolutely felt good about where his football team was, the preparation, and nobody knows their team better than the head football coach. And to this point, they have answered the bell, Lewisburg, and off to a great start. Big props to their coaching staff and their players coming in here to Danville ready to play.
And for Danville, it's the second straight game that they're going to fall behind in this one. They're already having to burn 2 timeouts, and you feel like, Carl, already this is a key drive here for Danville to get something going and get some positivity
Yeah, it
going.
feels like that way, doesn't it, man? Even though it's just a 6-0 game, but you feel like Danville, just the way the game has started. Number one, they haven't had the ball but 3 plays. That's not anything you want to try to get into rhythm. So this is a big drive.
Over to kick it away. Route will take it from inside the 10. Comes back all the way across the field. And will get escorted out of bounds right around the 30. Let's go down to Jason Genovese.
Hey guys, talking to Coach Wicks from Lewisburg before the game, he was really excited about a championship weekend. not only are they playing for the district championship tonight, his son is quarterbacking the Lewisburg flag football team, youth team, that plays in the championship on Sunday. And so a big, serious championship weekend for Coach Wicks.
How about that? Yes, you'll definitely know about that. And Wicks definitely knows a thing or two about playing with his Division I days as well.
Oh, no question. Let's not discount how good a player Coach Wicks was at West Virginia.
Madden Patrick starts with a throw on first down, caught by Carter Raup, breaks a couple of tackles, and then he's wrestled out of bounds at the 36. That'll be a gain of 6 and a much better start here for Danville here in the final 30 seconds of this opening quarter.
And Carter Raup's had a really good year, and he had a good ball game last year against this Lewisburg Green Dragon team. So he is definitely a factor in this throwing game. He's had a nice year, the junior wide receiver.
2nd and 4 could be the final play of the quarter. Another throw from Madden Patrick. Now takes off. Throws downfield, caught by Cam Kirsch. First down as he gets right to the 50-yard line. And that is how this first quarter will end for the Danville Ironmen. But that first quarter, all Lewisburg in this one, a 35-yard touchdown run by Jeremiah Davis as Lewisburg on the forward force. 4th for 1 here in the District 4 3A title game. 6-0 Lewisburg on the Ad1 advertising scoreboard on SECVA.
Hi, I'm Kyle Mertz, 5th generation of the Mertz family owning and operating Sunbury Motors. Let's see what Sunbury Motors has to offer.
Save $4,000 on a 24 Ford Escape. Save $4,100 on a 24 Bronco Sport Big Bend. Step into a 25 Explorer Active and save $4,800. Or drive away with a savings of $8,500 in a 24 F-150 Super Crew.
Here at Sunbury Motors, I know we're not perfect, but after 109 years, we must be doing something right. So come visit us and be treated to a buying experience like no other.
Start of the second quarter here on SECVA. Matt Catrillo, Charlie Fisher, Jason Genovese, the rest of our SECVA crew. The Danville cheerleaders trying to cheer their football team on after a slow start to this one. 6-0 Lewisburg, the 35-yard touchdown run by Jeremiah Davis, the only score of this one so far. And look at total yards, 94-16 in favor of the Green Dragons, and they've almost doubled Danville in time of possession, exactly the start they were looking for there. But Danville on the move here on their just second possession of this game. Went 3 and out on their opening possession. First down at the 50. And a penalty.
Procedure right here, Matt. A little anxious.
And we talked about penalties, and you had the offside penalty on defense that propelled Lewisburg's opening drive before the Hoover had the 37-yard field goal miss. Now you have the flag here to back them up 5 in this 1st and 15.
Yeah, and that's plagued Danville throughout the season. And like I said, they're a talented team. They've overcome those penalties. You certainly don't want to get behind the 8 ball with this talented Lewisburg defense. But as we saw Madden Patrick, if you let him out of the pocket, he's going to burn you.
Delayed to Cam Kirsch. Kirsch getting all that penalty yardage back and then some. Field makes the play. He's back in there after he was injured on offense earlier in the first quarter. So about a 7-yard gain for Kirsch, and it's 2nd down and 8. And Kirsch, another late addition to this run game, kind of started in the Shikellamy game a little bit, where he's again trying to give Bo Shepdock some more rest in the run game, and he gets a good solid gain there.
Yeah, much like Quinn Michaels is also very, very big bruising back. It just gives you just a different dimension in the backfield.
And now 3rd and 8 as Sheptock couldn't bring in the screen pass from Madden Patrick, and that's Sheptock's 2nd drop of the night.
Yeah, and Sheptock's a big, big factor in their throwing game. Ball just a little bit high. I know Bo would say, I got to make that catch. Not easy throwing those quick screens on a cold, windy night. The ball gets dry, your hands get dry. Not easy throws. That one squirted just a little bit higher, I think, than Madden would have wanted it to be. You want to put that ball right in the money.
Sheptock, a tremendous game against Montoursville last week. 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. But a 3rd and 8 here for Danville. Patrick down the middle. What a strike, and it's through the hands of Raup. Incomplete. And after getting the first down right before the end of the first quarter, Danville quickly goes 3 and out and has to punt it away again.
Yeah, they go empty right here, and you got a flat slant with a wheel route, and this is just a laser right through Carter Ralph's hands. Got to make that catch.
And the uncharacteristic start for Danville continues, as they will have to punt it away and try to pin Lewisburg deep.
So again, now you're not in bad position right here. You punt the football. You want to try and back Lewisburg up, make them drive the football into the wind, which they'll have to do. They'll have to rely on the run game, but you got to get a stop down there deep and get this ball back.
Hoffman, a much better kick, good high spiraling kick, going to be taken by Nick Coleman at the 10, and then he's taken down right there. And that's Cam Kirsch making a terrific special teams play. He's also been very good there, and that's one of the reasons why he's heading to St. Francis as well, another Division I player
No
for this
question.
Danville team.
I've been around Cam a lot. Outstanding young man, outstanding football player. This is what great players do. They don't just play offense, defense. They're special teams guys, and they make plays. Great coverage.
So Lewisburg backed up. They've had good field position on their first two drives, starting at the 35 after the kickoff went out of bounds, then started at the Danville 48. Now they start from their own 9. Up 6-0. So with the run to Davis, cuts back to the other side, avoids one man, and then gets hit out of bounds hard by Ralph.
Yeah, Jeremiah Davis shows his inside-out ability. This inside zone, nothing there, just bounces it outside. Watch him right here. Really good bounce. There's Madden Patrick ready to make the play. Just avoids that tackle, and then a big, strong finish on the sideline.
Gain 7 to make it 2nd and 3.
That was a gain of 7, Matt, with not a whole lot there when the play started.
Got some late substitutes in with 10 on the play clock here for Lewisburg. They get it off, back to Davis, and this time Davis is going to be met in the backfield. Kirsch was the first one there once again.
Kirsch just continues to rack up tackles. Had a nice start to his football game. Keogh, swarm of purple right there by the Ironman, making that play. And that's what you got to do to Jeremiah Davis. He's so good, so talented. You got to rally to the football as a team.
And that's going to be a loss of 2. Looks like that Sheptock that was there to make the play as well. So now a 3rd and 5 for Lewisburg.
This is where Coach Wick's not where they don't want to live, and these third down yardages that are a little bit tougher lend more towards throwing the football.
Play action, first throw of the night to the freshman Felon, lost his footing, and then he's going to get thrown back for a loss.
But Cam Kirsch once again, Lincoln Deal in there. Kirsch is all over the field right here tonight. Watch him.
And ever since that 7-yard run by Jeremiah Davis to make it 2nd and 3, Lewisburg went nothing but backward, and now they have to punt it from the shadow of their own goal line on 4th and 8.
Yeah, and directly into the wind right here. Again, I think these guys are set just a little bit deep to receive this punt. I would absolutely move them up at least 5 yards here, even with Hoover punting this football.
First punt of the night for Hoover, and he gets it away, but it's another short kick, this time from Hoover, and it's going to be picked up on the bounce by Sheptock, catching Lewisburg by surprise. He's inside the 10, and a 1st and goal to start for Danville.
Yeah, heads up play, Bo Sheptock. That's football IQ. He sees everybody's getting away from it. He says, I'll go up and take the nugget and run with it, and it bolts down the sideline. Huge play, Bo Sheptock. He's got Danville in business.
Sheptock making up from some of his early mistakes. Couple of big plays on defense. Now a big one on special teams to set his offense up. 1st and goal at the 6 to start this drive.
And that's Quinn Michaels knocking him out of bounds right there, or Bo Sheptock walks into the end zone.
Much needed big play for Danville after a slow start yet again. Going to the backfield to Sheptock, gets to the edge, he's in, touchdown.
Bo Sheptock says to Jeremiah Davis, what you can do, I can do also.
But there is a flag as well, late flag in the backfield.
Okay.
And it could be in the area of holding, haven't seen the call officially yet, but let's check that marker.
It looks like most of the players are staying right put, and that's usually an indication it's going to go against Danville.
Referee tonight, Kevin McNamara. Yep. And another big penalty on Danville, and that takes away the touchdown.
Yeah, that is a killer negative play there on the hold.
So now it's going to be 1st and goal at the 16 for Danville as they try to get those points back.
Sometimes, Matt, when the ball bounces like that, the offensive line's not really sure where the ball is. Sometimes you get a little handsy, and you can get called in a hurry right there. Exactly what happened to Danville.
Looks like that's Kehoe in the backfield this time. Patrick going it back for the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown to Cole Duffy, and Danville gets it back.
And there's a healthy Cole Duffy on the smash route. He just runs the corner route to the back pylon, half roll, pull up right there by Madden Patrick. He throws a pearl on the backside. Cole Duffy just beat the safety, Sadipian Riddy, in the backside of the end zone. Good route, good throw, touchdown Danville.
8th touchdown of the year through the air for Cole Duffy, and exactly what Danville needed as they tie this game up at 6, and now Garrett Hoffman will try to give them their first lead of the night with the extra point. Lewisburg's was blocked. And the kick is through. Danville, after a slow start of the first quarter, has its first lead of the night. 16-yard pass from Madden Patrick to Cole Duffy. Danville leads by 1, 8:39 to go here in the half on the Av1 Advertising scoreboard on SCCB8.
When you're comfortable, life is good. Comfort specialists, quality and value are claim to fame. On time and affordable, that's our game. Providing heating and cooling for you every day. Our experience shows in so many ways. Call Comfort Specialists. Give us a ring, we'll be at your door. When you're comfortable, life is good. Comfort Specialists.
Slow start for the Danville Ironmen here in the District 4 3A championship game, but they take advantage of a big special teams play by Bo Sheptok, and despite a penalty, they get into the end zone. Cole Duffy with the 16-yard touchdown reception. Extra point good. Danville with its first lead at 7-6.
And Matt, the 3 senior playmakers, Madden Patrick, right, Bo Sheptok, Cole Duffy, all making plays on that drive to give Danville the lead.
It was just their 3rd drive of the game where they scored, as Lewisburg had dominated this game until this point, and Hoffman kicking it with the wind at his back. That's going to go all the way for a touchback.
Hoffman got the big stick out. He got the driver out and just knocked that one way down the fairway and out the back of the end zone, Matt.
So 8:39 to go. So Danville getting the response that they needed, Charlie, to feel much better about themselves and the way things have gone here. But Lewisburg still been in control in terms of time of possession, and the run game and offensive line has been doing the job so far. Now they trail by 1.
They have. They're really the first time they've stubbed their toe running the football was that last drive, and they had a good start to it with a 7-yard pickup, but Danville stiffened, and then if Lewisburg gets behind the sticks, it's very difficult on their pass game on 3rd and long.
Start with a run. It's Quinn Michaels. And he gets up to the 23 for a gain of 3.
Yeah, right now, Cam Kirsch, linebacker headed to St. Francis. He's making every play on the field. Watch him here, just scrape down the line of scrimmage. Good firm tackle on a good back, and Quinn Michael.
Kirsch, 123 total tackles coming into tonight, 14 for loss. He's already added to both those totals.
Interesting right here now, Matt. Recently, Lewisburg has actually gone shotgun as away from their eye.
And first throw downfield for Walker. Jump ball, it's caught at the 42 to pick up the first down. And there's the big play, Charlie, we talked about that Lewisburg can do when they do throw the football.
They do. They just throw it up. Jalen Walker, 50-50 ball. He's exquisite in that part. The sophomore, 6'1", 160. Averages 24 yards a catch, Matt. Just adds to that average.
And now the officials discussing something after the play.
huge play for Lewisburg to help get them out of the shadows of being backed up and just change this field position and be able to rely a little bit, even that much more on their run game.
There's an issue with the clock. They're going to put the clock back up to 7:56. I think that was 8 seconds that they put back on the game clock. I'm not quite sure why both teams are in their huddles, though.
Okay, here we go.
And now's the ready for play, so it looks like they'll come back now. Wenwick throwing last week, exactly 100 yards on 7 of 10 passing, did throw an interception. Walker had 94 yards receiving against Mount Carmel last week.
And that's something right there that they had not been able to do much against Danville last year, was throw the football against them. So great start for Wenwick, big play for Walker.
First down from the 42, back to the ground game with Jeremiah Davis, who had the 35-yard touchdown 2 drives ago. And he gets up to the 47 for a gain of 5.
I love the patience by Jeremiah Davis. You watch him right here. Look at that offensive line. Man, are they well coached? Coming around there, he just stays under his pads, and there's the push. Looks like, Matt, we see Sean Field back out there. Is that correct?
Yep, he is back there. He was back on defense earlier after the injury. Back to Davis on the ground to the other side. Picking up the speed. First down and more, and he's dragged down inside the 45.
Matt, is it a treat for us to sit up here and watch Jeremiah Davis and Bo Sheptok run the football? These guys are so good, so very talented. Carter Raup on a nice tackle. He's down the sideline.
This Lewisburg running game continuing to be a big factor so far in trying to keep Lewisburg in this game, only trailing by 1 as we approach 6.5 to go. And Jeremiah Davis is 4 yards away from 2,000, but to the air, Wenrick. Jump ball, intercepted. Cole Duffy makes a play on offense, now a play on defense.
Cole
and a
Duffy.
Crucial turnover by the Green Dragons.
Absolutely, Cole Duffy absolutely plays his textbook. Watch him wall his guy off, stay at the inside hip, and go up and make the play. For Danville, that time they elected not to throw to Jalen Walker, who is the taller of the receivers.
And that time they decided that was to Cohen Hoover.
Sure was.
Who has gotten some time on offense this year, but it hasn't been a whole lot.
That's a surprising decision to me by Chase Wenrick to throw away from Jalen Walker. He's your jump ball guy.
And it's a crucial turnover as Lewisburg had a great drive going to try to get in the ranks of retaking the lead, and now Danville getting it back here after the first turnover of this game. Sheptok going to be thrown back for a loss on the dump pass from Patrick.
Yeah, and that's good defense right there. That's how you play against the screen. You leverage the football and go get it. Matt, and looking at this Lewisburg defense, the two guys I think that they've had great years, and their key tonight is Alabakoff and then Tyler Downs. Those two guys have been really rock solid all year, and they've got to contain these screen passes, and they got to help contain Madden Patrick.
So 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2. Toss back to Sheptok. Trying to get to the edge. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by Tyler Kitchens. And he gets to the 32-yard line, very close to a first down.
Yeah, Coach Wicks is not going to be happy. He's a defensive guy. Not going to be happy with that defense because they did not leverage the football right here to get outflanked, and that's just too easy for Danville. Good perimeter blocking by Danville.
And now it looks like they're going to bring out the chains to try to measure this. Looked like it was a favorable spot for Sheptok, but they still had him about a half-yard shy, but now we'll take the chains out here.
That's your call, Matt? He's short.
That's what they say. I thought he got it.
Yeah, you had thought he got it. Well, we're about to find out here.
If not, it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They bring the chains from the other side of the field all the way to the near side. And you can't really tell with all the players there in front of it.
No, we can't see it. Madden Patrick's letting us know, though. Of course, you can't always go on that because the player's always going to point for a first down.
That's exactly right.
Right? They can give you a little fool's gold right there.
Well, now we're going to bring the chains back to the center of the field.
So, Matt, we've seen how important Cole Duffy is to this football team already. He is such a dynamic, competitive young man, great golfer. He does everything good, outstanding in baseball. He just brings an edge to this football team, much like Cam Kirsch and Keough, Landon Keough. It just helps them so much, and that is close.
That is close, but it is short. And that was the precise measurements right there, coming from all the way to the other side of the field, go back in the center. Great shot there by our camera crew. That's Larry Tickle on the sideline, getting that one there. So clearly about a half-yard shy by the nose of the football here to go for Danville.
Matt, I always use this term with my wideouts when they line up, get credit card thin. That's exactly how thin this is to a first down. There you go. I wouldn't take this ball off the line of scrimmage if I was Danville.
Well, I hear you, Charlie. Patrick sneaks and does pick up the first down.
Good job by Matt and Patrick. You know, he finds the soft A-B gap. It's never designed to go to one place or the other. You find the soft gap, you get under your pads, you don't body surf. That's coaching. You got to do things right with the quarterback sneak.
Of course, we talked about the emergence of Matt and Patrick's legs this year, which has just made this offense that much more dangerous. The last week against Montoursville just had a 2-yard rush, and that was it.
Right, Madden, I mean, I love the way he runs the football. We see him escape all the time, but he's got the ability to have design quarterback runs also.
Back to the ground with Sheptock. Big haul up the gut. Burst down and more. Still going inside the 40 and finally taken down at the 35. And Sheptock starting to make his first mark on this game after a slow start for him as well.
Bo Sheptock right here on the counter play, fouls Kirsch. Breaks the tackle here. He's so slippery, so hard to bring down. Switch the ball. That's fantastic. Follow your blocking downfield.
Yeah, I think we had a late flag.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a hold on the perimeter right here, Matt. I think that's what they're calling. Was that on Carter Raup? I don't know if we can see that replay again, but that was downfield. A great effort by the wide receiver there. If it was Carter Raup, great effort, but maybe just got a little bit of a tug.
But that was a very late flag. They'll still give Danville the first down, but the ball is going to be marched back to the Danville side of the 50 on the 49.
Couldn't tell who that call was on there, so I don't want to call out anybody. The effort was fantastic by Danville downfield.
But they get the first down anyway, but from their own 49 instead. Trying to cash in off the turnover. Pass is complete to Raup. Pushed out of bounds, and there's a late flag there. That'll probably add an extra 15.
Yeah, that's going to go on Tyler Downs. That's not a good play by Tyler Downs right there. You just got to knock him out, keep your hands off of. That's a response emotionally right there with a couple big plays by Danville.
There's the completion of Raup already tied on the sideline, and there's that extra play right there that's going to draw the yellow.
Yeah, that's going to get it every time. That's just too much. Got to let him go. Once it crosses the stripe, let it go. Get back out there and rally up and play defense.
And especially with Lewisburg and the way that they go up against their when you see compare their offense to Danville's offense, it's plays like that you can't give free to Danville.
No, you can't do that. Not with this offense for Danville. Tyler Downs knows that. The senior knows that. You just can't do that. Got to play smarter than that. Keep your emotions in check. Just play football.
So after all that, Danville pretty much back to where it started after the Sheptock run a couple of plays ago. To the Lewisburg 29. The late handoff to Sheptock, up the gut, and gets that second effort, and he'll get to the 25 for a gain of 4.
Yeah, Bo Sheptock has great vision. All backs have that. This is just a sprint out hand back play right here. He elects to cut it right up inside this Lewisburg defense, which has been so good all year.
Back to the air. Patrick trying to look for Cole Duffy. He's covered. Now he's going to take off and run, and he's going to be close to a first down. He's about 2 yards shy of the first down.
When you look at Lewisburg defensively, these two ends in this 3-4 defense, they don't bring that much pressure. Occasionally they do, but they've got to do a good job and contain. Now 2 times Madden Patrick with his legs has gotten outside, and he's just going to create big play after big play when he gets outside the pocket.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 3 for Danville. Under 4 minutes to go in this first half. And now we got an official's timeout on the field.
Notice also Landon Keogh is checked into the backfield here. Matt. Keogh, last time we were here, he went 99 against Selinsgrove. So I think that's the first time we've seen him inserted in the backfield. Am I correct on that?
That was exactly right. And a 49-7 win against Selinsgrove to end the regular season. Now a 3rd and 3 here with Kehoe in the backfield. And now Lewisburg's going to call a timeout. It was kind of a wildcat look with Sheptock as the quarterback and Kehoe next to him.
Yeah, they didn't like what they saw there. That's probably a new wrinkle this week that Coach Wicks has not seen. And he wisely uses a timeout to help coach his team up a little bit.
So Lewisburg with 2 timeouts left in the half. Danville with just 1 as they face this 3rd and 3. And have been keeping an eye on other games happening besides this, and let's start over at Kemp Memorial Stadium, where Juniata with a 13-0 lead to start on that one there, and now I've just been told it's 21-0. Trinity and Bermudian Springs, the winner of this game, playing the winner of that game. That game is tied at 7 in the District 3 championship game. Juniata 21-0 over Shamokin in the second quarter. And Warrior Run trailing Troy 18-7 in the second quarter.
I don't think any of us saw Juniata out 21-0, but you just wonder how much energy was expended for Shamokin a week ago against Jersey Shore.
That's a great point, and when you think about it, on top of the Colt Bucket game the week before that.
Absolutely right. Good point.
Those are 2 emotional wins. But Sheptock going to keep it here out of the Wildcat. They stay with it, and he's going to pick up the first down at the 17.
Looks like Andrew Smith there finally got a hold of him on this far side right there. 72 in there, host of Green Dragons, but they go Wildcat, just run power off tackle. First down, Danville, move those sticks.
All of a sudden, Danville chewing up some time of possession here after it was all Lewisburg as they chewed up 9.5 of the first 12 minutes or so of this one. Basically, most of that first quarter, in Danville with a good long drive brewing here, trying to cash in off the interception by Wentbrick.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting here to see for Coach Wicks from his standpoint, using his timeouts to help get this football back, because every drive in this game is going to be precious, and you certainly can't get behind Danville more than 2 or 3 scores.
Certainly with the way how long these drives have gone. Oh, back to the ground. Sheptock, another big hole up the gut. He's inside the 10. He scoots in for the touchdown, and he gets it back from before.
Yeah, Bo Sheptock now answering the call right here. Him and Jeremiah Davis, we talked about the prowess for both these backs. How good is he? So, look at it. Watch this burst through the hole. Slips a tackle, runs through 2 other tackles. Safeties can't make the play. A spin move for 6.
So Davis with a 35-yard touchdown for Lewisburg's lone scorer. Sheptock joining the party with the 17-yard run. Hoffman on for the extra point. And that is through. 3:11 to go here in the first half of the District 4 3A title game. Danville leading Lewisburg 14-6 on the AB1 advertising scoreboard on SCCV8.
Ad1 has been providing innovative and consistent solutions for over 35 years and offers thousands of custom branded promotional items. Ad1 has you covered. Literally, we offer apparel and promo items for corporate, team, and casual use, plus the quality and brands to meet your needs and budget, all designed to give you the perfect look that you can be proud of. Let the team at Ad One work to reach your audience and goals. Call Ad One at 570-286-1111. Online at mypromotionalneeds.com.
Well, Chef Talk with a 17-yard run, and this Danville Ironman crowd much happier than they were to start this game. Fell behind 6-0 in this one. Chef Talk starting to turn it on offense, and it's a 14-6 lead for Danville as they now scored 14 unanswered here in this one.
Yeah, the Danville fans were a little bit like the Eagle fans last night. They were starting to get a little bit restless, Matt, but this Danville offense, and I would attribute some of this to the fact that all these scoring drives have come with the wind. It is a factor here. The wind is gusting strong.
And you see that again as Hoffman kicks another touchback. So Danville cashing in off of the interception by Cohen Hoover. And they'll try to get those points back as they had another good drive going, Charlie, through the run game. Got into Danville territory before Wenberg threw that one up there for Hoover.
Yeah, and that was a tough deep. It's not easy throwing a deep ball into this wind, and that ball hung up just a little bit. And Cole Duffy out-jumped him. I think one of the things now, Carl Major burnt 2 timeouts early. If he had his full complement of timeouts, he would absolutely be using them here to try to get this ball back one more time for his offense.
Danville's got 1. Lewisburg has 2. And another key drive for them as well. And it's a good point you bring up too, Charlie, because Danville does have the ball to start the second half.
They sure do. So they're in position right where they want to be, and they've absolutely taken advantage of the win for sure.
Play fake. Wenrick going deep downfield again, this time for Walker, and he gets another jump ball near midfield.
Man, Jalen Walker now, he looks like George Pickens for the Steelers. He has just gone up and plucking the ball. That's absolutely where they should have went last time, was right back to him. He just is so dynamic on the 50-50 ball.
And so a gain of 29 to start here for Lewisburg as they try to get back to where they were before.
Yeah, 2:55 and counting here, but still 2 timeouts.
Back to the ground with Davis, and he's taken down to the backfield for a big loss. And that's Lincoln Deal making a huge play.
Yeah, Lincoln Deal, the senior defensive lineman, injured earlier in baseball this summer, but he is back in a big way, and a huge return for Danville and their case to go all the way to the state title.
Loss of 4 to make it 2nd and 14. Back to Davis on the ground to the other side. Davis pounding his way through back across the 50. And that is going to put Jeremiah Davis over 2,000 yards on the season. 92 short of that coming into tonight, Charlie, and he gets it here in this first half alone.
What a milestone for Jeremiah Davis. Kudos, congratulations to you, young man, and to your offensive line, Sean Field, Quinn Michael, all the blocking that's been done.
Gain 9 on the play, now 3rd down and 5, and Davis close to another first down. Another 4th and short here for Lewisburg.
It's a big play, too, because that ball goes out of bounds here now. So Coach Wicks, I really think he'll go for this on the road like this in a championship game. But that stops the clock, and that absolutely with a stop here for Danville will put them in business with 1 timeout.
And it's 4th and 2. Already 15 on the play clock. They got to hurry up here.
They're going to have to move.
Now the play clock down to 7.
There's absolutely a little bit of confusion right here.
And now Eric Wicks, frustrated there, is going to have to burn one of those timeouts. So each team with 1 left. Lewisburg with a 4th and 2. They're 2 for 2 in this game on 4th down, and really need this one here, Charlie, because if you don't get it, Danville's got a lot of time in good field position, already up 8.
Yeah, Danville, as we've seen, and we know, having watched Matt Patrick, he can throw you down the field in a hurry. So they would absolutely be in business here if they get the stop with a timeout left with their offense, their spread offense. This is a critical play here for Coach Wicks and this Lewisburg football team.
And we just got another update from Kemp Memorial Stadium. The shocker continues. Juniata now with a 27-7 lead.
Wow. I'll tell you what, again, we talked about this, but we did that game, and we saw the energy that was expended by Shamokin. Not easy to come back from that. I think everybody, pretty much me and you included, thought Shamokin might walk with that game. But Juniata, they said, not so fast, my friend.
Here at Danville Ironman Stadium, 14-6. Huge play here for Lewisburg. 4th and 2 to keep the drive alive. Toss to Davis. Trying to get to the edge, and he's going to be short of the first down. Kearse with a huge play, but there is a flag.
Let's see what this is behind the play. You would think holding here on the edge. The toss sweep. Let's see.
And it's holding against Lewisburg, and Danville gets a huge stop on 4th down and will take over with excellent field position. 1 timeout left and a whole minute 45 to go. What a play by Cam Kearse, who's had a heck of a first half
Cam
on defense.
Kearse has been all over, and Cole Duffy set that edge on Quinn Michaels there to turn that ball back inside, and then Cam Kearse right there to clean it up. Big stop, Danville, and they are absolutely in business. 1:45 to go. Look at it right here. Watch Duffy right there. Looks like set the edge, and there is Cam Kearse with the cleanup. Give us the football. Here we go, Danville.
And Danville again with the ball to start the second half. A chance to go 2 for 1 as well and really pull away now. Patrick down the middle. Wide open is Ralph. Already inside the 35.
All right, great protection here. Now Danville elects to bring 5 on this pressure. Carter Ralph wide open down the middle. Great, all starts with protection. Look at it right here, Matt. They just fan it out. Back picks up the other blitzer. Wide open down the middle of man coverage.
And they come right back to the line.
Matt and Patrick in total control.
Plenty of time. Now under some pressure and just throws it away. Incomplete. Took a hit from Hayes Schumacher as well. And that'll at least slow things down a little bit if you're Lewisburg. Stops the clock with 1:18, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, great job by the leader of that defensive and offensive front, Hayes Schumacher. He keeps contained this time now, Matt. Doesn't allow Matt and Patrick to get outside. That's a job well done by Hayes Schumacher. Can't tell you how important this drive is for Lewisburg's defense right here to keep this, to stay in touch here at 1 score. They would need the 2-point play, but you just cannot afford to get behind this Danville team too much.
After a great start for Lewisburg when they were up 6-0. Patrick dumps it off to Sheptock, and again, that's through his hands, and that's the 3rd time tonight Sheptock has dropped the pass when they're trying to get a quick screen going.
Yeah, they had it. They had Sheptock out of the backfield. He's just running a little bit of a rail route right here, and he's wide open. Ball's a little bit high right there, but you can see the frustration by Bo Sheptock. He is a good receiver, much like, as I said earlier, he reminds me of Christian McCaffrey at a different level, but, man, he is so good out of the backfield catching the football.
And now all of a sudden it's 3rd and 10 for Danville, and a huge opportunity here for Lewisburg to get a stop.
No doubt.
Just out of the range of Garrett Hoffman's field goal range as well. Patrick under pressure, throws, it's caught for the first down. What a tremendous catch by Cole Duffy once again.
Yeah, Duffy on the deep comeback route. All set up, good protection, but watch Patrick. 3 and a bounce, stay in the pocket, deliver a strike, boom. Great footwork on the sideline, Cole Duffy.
Unbelievable to keep both feet in bounds. That's his 2nd catch of the game. The other one was the 16-yard touchdown that got Danville on the board. 1:09 to go, still plenty of time. Each team with still a timeout left.
Sure, Duffy is just a baller, man. He is a baller deluxe. When the lights come on, he's coming out to shine.
Patrick rolling. Still looking, heaves it for the end zone, and it's intercepted. No, it's dropped. Oh, wow. A huge drop by Nick Coleman in the back of the end zone. It would have been a huge play for Lewisburg to keep this at an 8-point game. Instead, it's 2nd down, and crisis averted for Matt and Patrick, who tried to force that one.
He did. He had Cam Kearse, but he had Keogh right there in the seam, but he overshot him right there, and then the drop by Nick Coleman, and that's a huge play because it extends the drive.
Wow. You go back to a couple of plays, that turnover by the interception by Wendrick. Yep. Now this play, and you look back at plays that you look back for Lewisburg that could have made a big impact. Patrick plenty of time on second down. Throws it. It's incomplete. Another dart of a throw in and out of the hands this time of Cole Duffy. And once again, it's 3rd and 10 with 54 seconds left in the half.
You got to catch that football. I mean, Matt Patrick's delivering the ball on those. You got to catch it for sure. It's a cold night. Watch him right here. Just drift with the protection. Tough catch on the sideline right there, but one I know Cole Duffy would say, I got to make.
So on this 3rd and 10, Danville now in the range of Garrett Hoffman. This would be a 40-yarder from here. Hoffman is 3 for 3 this year. Longest is 37. Start with a delay to Kirsch. Kirsch trying to get to the edge, and he's just dragged down by Quinn Michaels.
Boy.
Huge tackle there, but it's a gain of 9, so it's a 4th and 1 as the clock also continuing to run with under 40 seconds to go. So an interesting decision here now for Carl Major.
Yeah, Carl Major's going to run this down a little bit. He doesn't want to leave anything for these guys, for Lewisburg here at the end. So it's a smart move. He's just hanging on to it a little bit, managing the clock.
Which would possibly make you think that it could be one of two things, that they'll just try to take the points, because from here, this would be
He's going to kick his football.
32-yarder.
Yes. He's going to kick his football.
As the play clock is down to 1, now he calls a timeout with 6 seconds to go. So presumably that's what you could do, but also you could try to bring the offense on the field and draw Lewisburg offside, and maybe you get yourself a free play at the end zone.
You certainly could do that, Matt, but his intent with running the clock down certainly tells you he's going to kick his football. If he had the intent to go for it, certainly would have banged the timeout right away to preserve as much time as possible. I think we're going to see Garrett Hoffman here in the kicking unit to try and extend this to a 2-score lead.
And of course, Danville does get the ball to start the second half, so there is that factor as well, again, of going 2 for 1 here.
Yes, and that's a big factor, Matt, for sure, as a coach. And he's got the wind. I think if he was going into wind, probably would also make him think a little bit differently, but he's got the wind here. He's got a very good kicker who's been good tonight.
3 for 3 on the year. This is going to be a 32-yarder. Longest is 37.
Points are paramount. This is huge right here because this makes this a 2-score game.
And now Lewisburg is going to call their last timeout.
Yeah, we can't forget the fact, Matt, that Lewisburg has blocked some kicks this year. They have gotten in there and gotten their hands on a couple kicks.
And that they have. They have 2 blocked punts and a blocked field goal coming into tonight. Coming up, we'll have the Sunbury Motors halftime report, first half stats, highlights, and analysis of this District 4 3A title game. Great start for Lewisburg. They, despite a missed field goal to start on their opening drive, got the touchdown from Jeremiah Davis, had a 3-and-out to start on defense. But Danville has since scored 14 unanswered points. So Lewisburg had another good drive going to try to answer, but they had the interception by Wenrick. That turned into the second touchdown of the game for Danville. The touchdown pass to Cole Duffy, and then the touchdown run by Bo Sheptock.
You know, going into this game, we said that the Lewisburg pass game was going to have to come alive, and it has. They've hit 2 big plays, but they haven't been able to extend the drives off of those big pass plays.
So Hoffman to attempt a 32-yarder to make this a 2-score game. And it is no good. Huge miss with 2 seconds to go, and Lewisburg is going to stay in this game. It was an 8-point game late here in the first half.
For sure, Matt. This is momentum. If you're Coach Wicks, hey, we got the stop we needed. He's going to carry this into halftime. He's going to rally his troops and say, we got the stop. Let's go out here. We got to get another stop to start the second half and get that ball back.
And you've looked at this first half for Danville, losing the momentum here again. We've seen some mistakes for them in this first half as well. Now you add the field goal here to the mix. Lewisburg, of course, has had their fair share of mistakes, but just the way they do things, how well they've been running the football, that's a big factor in this game going into the half.
It sure is, and again, we see the wind is swirling here tonight, so it has a factor in the kicking game for sure.
Just go with a handoff to Davis, and that's going to do it for the end of the first half. Good one here at Danville Ironman Stadium for the District 4 3A title game, as Danville leads it here at the half 14-6 over the Lewisburg Green Dragons. And Jason Genovese is now down with Carl Major.
Coach, the last field goal attempt aside, the play of your special teams is a big reason why you have that edge on the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, I mean, we started a little slow. They played tough like we know they were going to. We just got to stay calm, stay the course, and keep pounding the ball at them and take control of the second half.
What are your message going to be to your kids at the half?
Tackle 3, stop 13, and we'll win this game.
All right, good luck, Coach.
And Carl Major's team trying to win their 5th consecutive district championship, but they've got a good one here with the Lewisburg Green Dragons. 14-6, Danville at the half. Here at Danville Ironman Stadium on the Ad1 Advertising scoreboard. Sunbury Motors halftime report coming up.
With NFL Network, get 24/7 coverage.
We're off and running.
And exclusive live games.
That's a perfect dream.
And with NFL Red Zone,
you come to the right place.
Get every touchdown from every game.
Let's go to the Octo Box.
Every Sunday afternoon during the regular season.
He's got a touchdown.
Get NFL Network and NFL Red Zone now.
The idea of buried treasure is captivating. If we find it, it will change history as we know it.
The Curse of Oak Island. New episode Tuesday at 9, only on the History Channel.
This is Roller Jam. Get ready for the biggest roller skating show in history.
Oh my goodness, that was swervelicious.
I just pulled a hamstring watching y'all.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Roller Jam, Saturday at 8, 7 Central on Magnolia Network.
So unforgettable, more than incredible, more than a metaphor, more than you're ready for.
Are you not entertained?
You gotta put the time into time. Be unforgettable.
It's the NBA on TNT. America, we're glad to have y'all back.
Every homestead has its unique challenges.
Living so close to the volcano created difficulties.
For those that can do it and succeed, the price of freedom is worth it.
Homestead Rescue, Sundays at 8, only on Discovery.
In the Standard Journal, News Item, and Weekender, we have you covered from local government news to school district announcements, high school activities and achievements, local college news, and all the local news and sports in your communities. Plus, you can find all the latest features about your neighbors and friends in the Weekender. Serving the central Susquehanna Valley since 1890, we are your source for local news, sports, and weather. Be sure to keep up with breaking news on our Facebook page, The Standard Journal, News Item, and Weekender. Call us or visit our website and subscribe today.
Fast, consistent internet speeds. TV your way. And reliable phone service. All from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
The Friday Night Lights are back. Join the SCCVA crew every Friday night for live high school football. From the pregame festivities to the postgame interviews, catch it all right here on SCCV8 Channel 508.
Tis the season for
the best baking bash of the year.
And
all kinds of joyous holiday celebrations.
Oh, oh, oh. And a whole lot of
flavor. First, my mind was blown, and then it was blown again.
Tis the season for Holiday Baking Championship. All new Monday at 8 on Food Network.
Looking for something hot to watch? There's always The Simpsons with steamy,
Tell me off,
sizzling comedy you can watch anytime.
It's our civic duty to watch the most densely plotted television we can.
Oh, what's that? You want tons of hot new guest stars?
THC!
We got you, baby. The Simpsons, Sundays on Fox, or watch anytime on demand.
TiVo Plus. All the TV you could ever dream of. Personalized and streaming 24/7. Your favorite shows, movies, videos, and more. All in one easy experience you know and love. Streaming TV that's free, binge-worthy, and always on.
Energized.
TiVo Plus.
Scientist Ivan Sanderson's cryptid research was lost until now.
There are hidden animals that have not been discovered yet. By unlocking the secrets in Sanderson's archive, we can now make the next big discovery.
Lost Monster Files. The investigation continues Wednesdays at 10 on Discovery.
We tried to get into his mind. It's like putting a puzzle together in the dark.
For a detective, this is an adrenaline rush.
We had to get him off the street. And the only way to do this is to try to think the way he was thinking.
Before They Kill Again. All new, Sundays at 9 on ID.
Sunbury Motors halftime report, District 4 3A title game here at the half of Danville Ironman Stadium. 14-6 home team as the Ironmen look for their 5th straight district title. Lewisburg looking for their first since 2010 and just their 3rd appearance in program history as the Marching Green Dragons take the field here at the half. Let's go back and look through some of these first half stats. And Charlie, these are actually really fascinating with just how this game has gone. And just highlighted by that heads-up play on special teams by Bo Sheptock, fielding the short punt by Hoover, fielded it on a bounce, returned it to the 6-yard line. Danville would eventually score. And when you look at the way things have been, Lewisburg doubling Danville time possession. They lead in total yardage in this game, including a $133 on the ground already. But you look at that play by Sheptock, plus that interception by Wenrick. Those are two huge factors in this game.
No question. And Lewisburg's doing a good job, Matt, but they let their guard down on the return. Short kick. Sheptock sees it. He says, I'll take it. And he runs up and scoops it up and goes down the sideline. So high football IQ play by Sheptock. He was Johnny on the spot right there, and that's really the difference in this game, Matt, to this point.
Which is pretty crazy to see, which is also tells you how timely each possession has been, and we'll see how many possessions each team gets in the second half as well, and how that affects coaching decisions and things like that. But on an individual standpoint, of course, we mentioned the running backs, talked about them and the pregame. What a great matchup that was going to be tonight. Jeremiah Davis, 17 carries for 116 yards, including the 35-yard touchdown. That's Lewisburg's lone score of the game. The extra point was blocked. That first half puts him over 2,000 yards rushing for the season. Bo Sheptock, slow start, but has had a strong ending to the first half. 7 rushes for 47 yards as well in this game. Jalen Walker, 2 receptions for 47 yards on 2 big jump ball plays through the air for Lewisburg. Carter Round, 3 receptions for 31 yards. Duffy, 2 for 28, and the 16-yard touchdown that got Danville on the board. And this one, as you go through some of the first half stats, this one, it was a great start for Lewisburg. They got the lead. They got a 3-and-out on defense. They had a missed field goal, though, on their opening possession, but here was the big 35-yard touchdown by Jeremiah Davis that got things going here for Lewisburg, as they really have had the run game going very well in this one to keep this at an 8-point game. This was the 6-yard touchdown by Sheptock that got called back on a holding, but then the very next play, Madden Patrick finds Cole Duffy for his 9th touchdown of the year, and the extra point was good to make it 7-6. And then here are the 2 big plays through the air, both to Jalen Walker, all on jump balls to try to get Lewisburg going on their possessions. But as we talked about before, there's the interception by Cole Duffy that helps set up the 2nd touchdown of the game from Danville, in which they've scored 14 unanswered points. And there's the touchdown run by Bo Sheptock from 17 yards out to make it a 14-6 game. Then Garrett Hoffman had the missed field goal at the half. Each kicker has missed a field goal in this game, and that's where we stand now, 14-6 Danville, and they will get the ball to start the second half.
They sure do, and we've talked about this. I just cannot say it enough. The wind is a factor here. When you're going into it, you're going to have a hard time throwing the football. It's whipping, and it's getting stronger here. You can absolutely see that. So this is critical out the gate here for Lewisburg, trying, because when all these teams have scored with the win tonight. Bo Sheptock's just phenomenal play, heads-up play to scoop up that ball is really the difference right now.
Good night for a hot chocolate like Larry tickled just now right there. I could definitely use 1 or 2 off to do some later.
You said that, and, man, it just, where is it? Somebody go get us one. Somebody in the stands. Help a guy out. Help a brother out right here.
But I will say this. I said this to our crew before we came on the air here tonight. Today's November 15th. This is the coldest game we've had all year, and even that, it was about in the mid-40s for kickoff.
Sure.
Expected to be this way here for the rest of the game. Just the wind is making it a little bit colder.
Yeah,
here.
it's just changing a little bit of the dynamic here, but we've had a fantastic, man, every Friday night the weather's been fabulous. And I tell you, for Coach Wicks, they really, Lewisburg has done exactly what they've wanted to do tonight for the most part. And this is a hard team to contain, Danville, because they got so many really, really good playmakers, but they really have done what they have set out to do. It's the special teams play that really let them down right there on the punt.
And then for the Danville side of things, it's really it's the exact same things we talked about in the Open, Charlie, where if they just play mistake-free football, they're going to be in a good spot, you think?
Oh, they're hard to beat now. If they don't hurt themselves, they're hard to beat because they're a complete football team. They're good on offense. They're good on defense. They can throw the ball. They can run it. They're solid on special teams, but every once in a while you see that letdown that sometimes just it's baffling because they're so good, but yet sometimes they'll have a mental letdown or a lapse in concentration that makes a big mistake, particularly on the penalty side of things.
So let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and we've been keeping an eye on the Shamokin games. We have 3 teams left for the entire fall season, not just football, in our area. These 2 teams here tonight and Shamokin. Shamokin continues to trail Juniata at the half. That's actually still a 21-7 game at the half. And Warrior Run trailing Troy at the half in the 2A final, 25-7. Mentioned the winner of this game gets the District 3 champ between Trinity and Bermudian Springs. That's also a 1-2 matchup. And it's Trinity with the 17-14 lead at Bermudian Springs at the half as well. So we'll continue to keep an eye on all those things here at the half. Here at Danville Ironman Stadium, it's Danville 14, Lewisburg 6 on the AB1 Advertising scoreboard. Second half coming up on SECVA.
Start your day with a bang.
Let's have a party.
As FS1's brand new lineup
We're going to change up the vibe.
brings you everything you need
Have some fun, old guy.
to level up your game.
Undeniably, my favorite
I'm not surprised.
Every weekday on FS
FS1.
You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. The critically acclaimed hit Accused is back, and you can watch anytime.
You want to play? Let's play.
We're gonna get crucified.
You have to wake up.
And every Tuesday,
It's like a nightmare.
new cases. Just do what you do. New defendants. New episodes.
I am a con artist and a liar!
Accused. All new. Tuesdays on Fox and watch anytime on demand.
Welcome to SCCV8 with great shows right in your backyard, like The Sports Beat, In Your Neighborhood, Catching Up with Carl, and of course, live high school sports covering 14 school districts, all on SCCV8, channel 508.
Customer service matters. With Service Electric Cablevision's 24/7 technical support and a dedicated local team, we're here when you need us. Got questions? Get answers. Reach your local office by phone, chat online, or stop in and speak with a friendly customer service representative. Service Electric Cablevision, your local choice.
Concession stands busy here at the half of Danville Ironman Stadium. And why not? Not only get a bite to eat, nice looking French fries as always. This is actually one of the better concession stands, at least in my opinion, in this area. Nice way to warm up too with some hot chocolate, coffee. Larry Tickle getting that right there. Maybe bring us some over
Come
here
on,
as
Larry.
well.
Come up big. Bring us some hot chocolate, brother.
As we get started for the second half here. 14-6, home team in front. Danville trying to win their 5th district title in a row. Lewisburg looking for its first since 2010. Just their 3rd appearance overall in this district title game. And certainly another district championship would bring some warmth to this crowd here at Danville Ironman Stadium. But so too would be the full crowd over on the Lewisburg side. On the visitor side here, as we're a couple of minutes away from starting this second half of play. The winner of this game again gets the District 3 champ next week in the PIAA quarterfinals at a site and date and time to be determined, either Bermudian Springs or Trinity, and it's Trinity up 17-14 at the half right now. That also a 2-1 matchup. Still got a couple minutes to start here before we begin this second half of play, as the Danville cheerleaders also getting involved here. They've been loud and proud this entire game so far, as the Ironmen have scored 14 unanswered, had the missed field goal at the half, but they get the ball here to start the second half, Charlie. And another big possession here for both these teams, determining on how this game goes, because we've talked about it. It's been the little things that really have affected this game.
No question about it. I think that for Danville, I mean, they have run the ball effectively. They've been pretty good throwing the ball. They've got to get off to a good start here. They get the football. I think, again, we talked about this, who gets to win, what's the advantage, that type of thing. That's going to be a big factor to start this third quarter. Lewisburg's got to get their running game back in order. I mean, it's been pretty solid throughout the night, but they really started out strong with their run game, and they want to get back and going with that, get behind that big offensive line. But when you're playing Danville, and I think Lewisburg's going to be, when you look at the two teams throwing the football, it's just a little bit different type throwing game for sure. Big play, Jalen Walker, that's how they live. That's how they roll with their throwing game. They've got to keep this game close to be in business.
Eric Wicks looking for his first district title as head coach in his 4th season. And Carl Major looking for his 2nd in a row in as many seasons as coach of this team after taking over for Mike Bredden, who won the first 2 district titles. The first 3 district titles for this Danville Ironman team before he headed back to his hometown and now is the head coach back at Pottsville. So Danville getting the ball here to start the second half. Cohen Hoover will kick it off, and it's Raup and Sheptock back to return for the Ironmen. As the student section getting loud once again, trying to will their school to a 5th straight district title.
Yeah, this is exactly how we started the game, Matt. With Danville going into the win, Lewisburg was able to take advantage of that. We'll see if they can do it here to start the third quarter. You would have to believe Cohen Hoover boots this ball for a touchback with this strong wind behind him. We'll find out.
I saw that from Garrett Hoffman a couple of times back in the first half. And off we go. It's a low line drive kick, and Raup is going to let that skip into the end zone, in fact, for a touchback. So Danville will start from the 20. Also want to give On a Roll a new another plug, our new food sponsor. Our entire crew enjoyed some fresh, delicious food earlier. You can stop in for a quick bite, or if you're planning a big event, get one of their party platters or meat trays. They also have a fantastic catering menu that includes hoagies, wraps, meats, salads, and sides. On a Roll, your one-stop sub shop from outstanding fresh food. 92 Queen Street, Northumberland, 570-701-1224. Visit their website at honorrollnori.com or on their Facebook page.
I believe this is going to be a good dose of Bo Sheptock here to start this drive, backed up with some wind.
And there it is, and right away he's going to be thrown from behind. No, he got away from the tackle in the backfield by Quinn Michaels. What a job by Sheptock, and he turned something into nothing for a gain of 3.
Exact start of the first half, exactly, but he can't get him down. Cam Michaels shot a gap like he did first play to start the game. This time, Bo Sheptock gets out of that tackle and gets 2 yards, 2 hard-earned yards.
It was exactly like how the first half
really
started.
Was.
It was 2 straight tackle for losses by Quinn Michaels that put Danville back in a 3rd and 17. They ultimately had to punt on that opening drive when they went 3 and out. 2nd and 8. Patrick, pass is caught by Kehoe. That's his first touch of this game on offense. And he gets up to the 32, and that's going to pick up a first down as well.
Yeah, sprint out right here out of trips formation. Kehoe just sets down in the zone. Patrick finds him, delivers the strike, first down, Danville. Every first down you get, Matt, when you're backed up like this and you're going into the wind, is a huge flip of the field, even if you don't score.
Special field position also has been an interesting storyline in this one as well. It's been pretty even, but it's come at different critical parts of the game. Sheptock on the toss, gets to the edge, and that's Yinriddy that gets him out of bounds right around the 35.
So Tyler Downs did a great job there of attacking the quick pitch, but he loses leverage on the ball. Watch it here. You'll see 34 show up right there, but he gets inside, just gets knocked down inside a little bit. And Sheptock turns that into a 4-yard run.
Now Sheptock is split to the slot at the bottom of your screen. And the handoff goes to Kehoe. And he's close to another first down.
Danville being diverse in their formations, mixing up who's in the backfield, who they're giving the ball to right here. 3rd and short. Huge play, especially for Danville here. Trailing by 8, trying to get field position with this wind. They need a stop.
Third and 2 at the 40. A run with Sheptock. A couple of guys in the backfield. He dives for the first down, and we'll check the spot.
I think he's going to be a little bit short on there. Great effort here by Sheptock. They had him stopped once again, and he just gets out of it. Watch it here. There's Michaels once again chasing the ball.
That's Sudeep Yinriddy making the play, and it's about a half-yard shy of the first down, so an early critical decision here for Carl Major. It looks like he is keeping the offense on the field.
He sure is, and I tell you, if you're Lewisburg and your coach Wicks, you got to sell out on the quarterback sneak right here. For sure, you got to line everybody up there because I don't take this ball off the line of scrimmage if I'm Danville.
Patrick did have a sneak earlier for a first down in this game.
Yeah, you got to get up there and get ready. Danville's got their linebacker, or Lewisburg got their linebackers a little bit deep.
And Patrick, I don't know if he got it.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. He's short. And Lewisburg with a massive stop to take over at the Danville 42-yard line.
It looked there for a second like Lewisburg's linebackers weren't going to press up there quick enough. Let's see who gets in there. That's Schumacher in there, number 70, pushing the pile back.
Looks like Sean Field was in there as well.
Yeah, Sean Field.
He got pretty low in there.
Tyler Downs.
Unbelievable stop for Lewisburg on 4th and inches on the opening drive of the second half for Danville. And they had the 2-for-1 opportunity. They come away with nothing, and Lewisburg still in this game, only trailing by 8.
And that could be the marker play in this game if Lewisburg goes on to win.
So over the handoff to Davis, kind of bobbled that exchange, and Davis is going to lose a yard.
And that play was kind of doomed.
That happen in this game too.
Yeah, that play was kind of doomed from the beginning right there. They bobbled the snap, couldn't get a clean handoff, and then penetration just knocked Jeremiah Davis backwards. Again, we've talked about this, Matt. So important for this Lewisburg offense to stay ahead of the chains.
On a crucial drive here with a golden opportunity, starting their first drive of the second half in Danville territory. Now it's 2nd and 12. Go to Jeremiah Davis, up the gut, and Davis with a good gain there on 2nd down as he's down to the 36 for a gain of 7 and a much more manageable 3rd down here for Lewisburg.
Yeah, and there's no doubt this is 4-down territory if you're Coach Wicks, unless they really get behind this. If this stays in the under 5 yards category, he's going for this. He's going to try and push the envelope here and get another first down.
3rd and 5. Back to Davis on the ground, pushing his way through, and looks like he has it. No. Looks like he's about a half-yard shy.
Matt, how many 3rd and 4th down and just within a yard or half yard, maybe less, that we've had tonight? Usually don't see quite that many. Lewisburg players think it's a first down. I think we're going to get a measurement.
It's hard to tell there from the sticks. That was Cole Duffy that made the play for Danville.
As we said earlier, never trust a player on the first down mark. I can tell you that. For sure, they're always going to point their way.
I think somehow we all knew that.
Yeah, we sure did.
And looks like he is a little short by the nose of the football.
Wow, look at this.
Wow.
Wow.
The precise measurement there by Kevin McNamara, our official, having to get down on a knee.
Kevin, I thought he was going to get the spyglass out right there. Well, I tell you what, he got a good look at it, and he's emphatic with his call. They are short.
Although they are bringing the chains now to the center. They did this earlier in the first half, just to double check.
So can Danville get the stop on 4th and inches right here? Again, I say every time on this kind of yardage right here, don't take it off the line of scrimmage. There's no need to do that, in my opinion, particularly with this big physical offensive line that Lewisburg has.
Ball's at the Danville 31. 4th and a foot for Lewisburg. Down 8, trying to cash in off their own turnover on downs. Wenrick will snap it, has to bounce out, dives, and he got it.
What a great effort by Chase Wenrick.
Huge second effort right there.
I tell you, he was stopped on his initial surge right there, but he kept his legs going, he kept his pads square. This is good football right here by Chase Wenrick. And then he runs through another tackle right there for the first down.
So Lewisburg keeps the drive alive, now at the Danville 29, trailing by 8. Opening drive of this second half. Off the turnover on downs. Stopping Danville on 4th and 1. Davis with the carry. And Davis with another good burst. And he will gain 9 on the play.
Yeah, this run game has been solid all night long, but once again here, that's like the first quarter and the start of this game. They're really churning off some big chunk yards in their run game, Matt.
Down to the Danville 21. 117 on the ground for Jeremiah Davis in that first half. Now 2,000 yards for the season.
Yeah, keep an eye on Quinn Michaels right here in this red zone in short yardage.
Go back to Davis. Easily will pick up the first down, still pushing the pile, and he's inside the 15.
So nice misdirection here out of the Maryland eye. Field goes one way. Watch Quinn Michaels go the other way. Misdirection, and here comes Jeremiah Davis right behind him.
So down to the Danville 14, Lewisburg knocking on the door to try to tie this game up with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Back to the ground with Davis, trying to get to the edge, gets away from one man, and he gets pushed out of bounds after another good gain on first down. And that's the one thing, Charlie, about this Lewisburg run game and why it's so good. We've seen it here tonight. They've been very good on first and second down in this game.
They sure have, and here you go. He's inside, bounces it outside, what we call a cabin play. And Cole Duffy cannot make the tackle in space out there on the edge. And Jeremiah Davis goes down the sideline to make it 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4. And off to Quinn Michaels, and a big tackle there. I think that was Kehoe that made the play. No, it's Sheptock. Took the legs out of Michaels there, just a gain of 2, 3rd and 2.
Sure did. Good play by Bo Sheptock. It's like Michaels was going to have a chance to score right there, and out of his safety position, Bo Sheptock says not so fast. Really good, clean, sure tackle. Bo Sheptock does it on both sides of the football.
Yeah, if you can back up. On 3rd down, Wenrick trying to get rid of it, and it's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, heads up play there by Chase Wenrick because he was in trouble. That's a little bit of a curious call. I like to play action, but the protection is not there. On 3rd down and 2, might want to stay with that power run game. They've been so efficient running the football.
And also an interesting call here at Lewisburg. I get it's still early in the second half here, 6:23 to go, but they're bringing Hoover on instead of going for it on 4th and 2.
Yeah, I'd be more in favor of this call if it put me within a field goal to win the game. They're still going to need a touchdown to win the game.
So this is going to be a 22-yarder here for Hoover. He missed from 37 earlier. And the kick is good.
Okay, good kick by Hoover.
6:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lewisburg able to turn the turnover on downs into points. Not what they were looking for, but they're within 5. It's 14-9 Danville. 6:20 to go in the 3rd here on the Ad1 Advertising Scoreboard on SCCVA.
Fast, consistent internet speeds. TV your way. And reliable phone service. All from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
$14-9 now the score as Cohen Hoover adds a 22-yard field goal on the first possession of the second half for the Green Dragons. They take advantage of the short field from the turnover on downs on defense on Danville's opening possession. And we got a 5-point game here in the District 4 3A title game. And Ralph's going to let that go into the end zone for another touchback, and Danville again will start from the 20-yard line. So curious decisions there by the Lewisburg coaching staff. 3rd and 2, you had the play action rollout by Wenrick. Didn't look like a good play from the get-go as Danville had that swarm right away. 4th and 2.
They did.
Then they decided to go for the chip shot field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 2, knowing that you need a touchdown. At that point, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Field goal still makes it a 5-point game in which you would need a touchdown to win. Your thoughts there, Charlie?
Yeah, just, a little bit curious. If I were to play action, I would have preferred to go to his right They had a jailbreak there. The offensive line was not able to protect him very well, and he's going to his left. Smart play by Winrick just to get it out. But here we go. Coach Wicks obviously trusting his defense.
And Danville going to start with a run. And not much there for Sheptock. Maybe a gain of 1.
Now this is with the wind whipping the way it is, Matt. It's all field position. You've got to get stops at the critical time. And for Lewisburg, they've got to take advantage of this quarter because they're going to have to go into this win in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely a factor. The wind kind of blowing from right to left.
Yeah, they're going right into it here. And I would be more than apt if I was the head coach here, Coach Wicks, if I needed to use a timeout to make sure that they're kicking into the wind.
On 2nd and 8, Patrick to the other side. Pass is caught by Raup. And that extra effort there is going to give Danville the first down.
Yeah, just a quick hitch to Carter Raup right there. Then he gets hip tossed across the first down marker right there. So nice throw and catch. Ball in rhythm on time by Madden Patrick for the easy first down.
First and 10 at the 32. Patrick dancing, passes tipped, and it's incomplete. I think that was Tyler Downs
Sure
that
looked
got a
it.
hand
Yeah, 34
on that.
got his big paw on it right out there. Good job by, watch it right here again. Patrick with his tremendous scrambling ability rolls out to his offside right there. Definitely has a man down deep on the sideline right there, but Tyler Downs with a heads-up play to get his hands on it.
So 2nd and 10. Handoff, big hole for Sheptock, but Field with a nice tackle, or else that could have been a whole lot more in the open field, and that is going to be a gain of about 8 to make it 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was close to going. Right there, you saw Sheptock see it. He burst right through it. They inserted Quinn Michaels on an outside blitz, so that put him one short in the box, inside the box. A Schumacher also there. So many 3rd and shorts, 4th and shorts tonight, Matt. One I think we've seen all year.
Lewisburg had the big stop on the last drive for Danville. Go out of the shotgun this time to Kehoe, and Kehoe's going to be stopped short.
He is short again. He actually lost a yard. Again, another key call here for Carl Major. This is going to be once again 4th and 1.
Ben Crane making the play there for Lewisburg.
Okay, Matt, we got somebody down.
And Quinn Michaels there as well. And a whole host of others, and a big stop there. Sean Field there making the play as well. We got an injured Ironman. Looks like it's a cramp getting stretched out.
We have an injury timeout.
Yep. Can't quite tell who it is there. And for Danville, it's another 4th down and short to deal with, pretty much right at the same spot as it was before. And you're right, Charlie. That has just been another fascinating storyline of this game here tonight.
I've coached a lot of football, Matt, and called a lot of plays. And I don't think I've seen this many 3rd and 1 and 4th and 1s in a football game. And, you know, on your call sheet, generally you're only going to have so many calls because they really don't come up that much on 3rd down and 1 or 4th and 1. So Carl Major, Eric Wicks absolutely get pressed on their call sheet.
And it's interesting, too, on that particular play, Charlie, you had Danville, mostly both teams, to give them credit, they had been under center. That time, Danville decides to go shotgun and to try to change it up a little bit after last time, and they still lose some yardage. And that was Kehoe that was slow to get up there.
Sure was. And they absolutely need Landon Kehoe in this game. Such a dynamic presence on defense. So here's your call once again. Danville going to go for it. If if you're Lewisburg, you've got to press the line of scrimmage. You've got to force the issue in this run game. Don't be surprised if Carl Major elects to throw this football with Madden Patrick and put it. Think players, not plays right here. Get it to your guys.
Another 4th and 1 for Danville. They run it with Sheptock, spins, and I think he got it.
Got it.
Wow.
Great run.
That second effort again by Sheptock, just barely getting the first down.
They had him stopped initially, and there's the spin move, and runs right through the tackle.
And that was Tyler Downs diving there in the backfield, and he picks up a big first down for Danville late here in this third quarter, up to the 44. Patrick throws, and it's caught by Duffy, and he'll be knocked out of bounds by Yinriddy. That's a gain of about 7.
And they're playing soft coverage out there, just soft cover 4. Everybody's drifting back, and good job by the veteran quarterback, Madden Patrick. Just take the profit, take the easy one. 1, 2, 3, no hitch, get the ball out. Let your guy do something with it. Old Duffy picks up another 3 yards to make it 2nd down and 2, maybe 3.
Lewisburg showing blitz. Patrick throws, and the pass again is dropped and intercepted by Alabakoff. For the 4th time tonight, it went through the hands of Sheptock, and this time it's a turnover.
Man, shocking turn of events right there. Sheptock's got it, can't corral it. They come full blitz, great protection. Watch Bo Sheptock just kick his eyes off the ball and want to turn upfield too quick.
Damon Alabakoff with his 2nd interception of the year. Eric Wixon said he's had a tremendous year, goes 100% all the time. No one's talked about this kid all year, and he makes one of the biggest plays of the year for Lewisburg. And for the 2nd straight time in this 2nd half, Lewisburg starting in Danville territory, now can take the lead with a touchdown. Davis to carry, and he'll get it up to the 40 for, or more to the 39 for a gain of 4 there. So each team with a turnover in this game that led to a Danville touchdown. Can Lewisburg now turn this into points?
Yeah, can Lewisburg turn it, as you said, Matt, into points? We talked about these 2 outside backers, how good they've been all year. Alabakoff and Downs. Downs got his hand on a ball, deflected that on the far sideline, and then Alabakoff comes on this sideline and intercepts the ball off the deflection.
Back to Davis on the ground. Bouncing to the outside, still going, and he's out of bounds with a first down inside the 30.
Man, so elusive, so hard to get on the ground. Jeremiah Davis, you don't gain 2,000 yards without doing something right. You got to have an offensive line that can pound the rock, and then he has the ability to just make you miss. He can take a 2-yard run and make an 8-yard run in the snap of your fingers.
The Green Dragons in business, trailing by 5, needing a touchdown to take the lead back. Had an early 6-0 lead in this game. Forwards, Danville had 14 unanswered. Another handoff to Davis. And not much there, he gains about 1.
Yeah, much better here by Danville on this misdirection play. Again, they send Field one way, Sean Field, and then they come back the other way behind Quinn Michaels. Great team defense there by Danville to rally to the stop and get Lewisburg behind the sticks here at 2nd and 9.
Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Maryland Eye again, back to Davis on the ground. Good cutback inside, but then he's thrown back. And he'll get down to the 24. And Danville claiming they have the football. It looks like they're calling Davis down by contact.
That was close. Right there you see the frustration. Cam Pierce, he thought that ball was a fumble. Danville was on it, but a good jump cut, good vertical running by Jeremiah Davis. Watch it here. Jump cut right, then get vertical, run behind your pads. See them pawing at that ball right there, Matt.
Hard to tell by that massive sea of humanity there. But 3rd and 4, under a minute to go in the third. Back to Davis on the ground, trying to get to the outside. He's got the first down for Lewisburg inside the 20.
Yeah, I tell you, Jeremiah Davis, what a cut upfield. You see Danville now stemming to, looks like that bear front, where they're getting extra guys down in the box here to stop Jeremiah Davis. Coach Wicks has said his O-line can do it against any look, anywhere, anytime. Put them in the parking lot. They can get it done. And that offensive line, how physical they're getting it done tonight, Matt.
Lewisburg going to let the clock wind a little bit here. So this could be the final play of the third quarter. With 26 seconds and counting left, the play clock at 12. Inside handoff to Quinn Michaels, and not much there as he gets to the 16 for a gain of 2. And that is going to be the final play of this third quarter. Charlie Fisher,
here we
for
go.
the second time in a row. This one's coming down to the wire for the district title.
Buckle up, partner.
We're going to fourth quarter. Coming up, 14-9. Danville hanging on to the lead for the District 4 3A title on SCCB 8.
So unforgettable, more than incredible, more than a metaphor, more than you're ready for.
Are you not entertained?
You gotta put the time into time. Be unforgettable.
It's the NBA on TNT. America, we're glad to have y'all back.
Every homestead has its unique challenges.
Living so close to the volcano created difficulties.
For those that can do it and succeed, the price of freedom is worth it.
Homestead Rescue, Sundays at 8, only on Discovery.
Student section starting to get a little anxious here in this one with the rest of Danville Ironman Stadium as we start the fourth quarter. Lewisburg driving, trailing by 5. Hand off to Davis. Gets inside the 10 and is close to another first down. It's going to be yet another 3rd and 1, Charlie, here to start the
There we
fourth
go.
quarter for
What else
Lewisburg.
would it be with 3rd and 1, right? Carter Raup with a really good tackle right there to knock Jeremiah Davis down. Watch the replay here because this ball was about to spit for 6. Just going in behind those two big, huge lead backs. Field, throwback, fullback. Quinn Michaels, another throwback player. Those guys could play in leather helmets, Matt.
3rd and 1. Wenrick going to keep it himself, and this time gets a much better push than before, and he'll easily pick up the first down at the 6. 1st and goal for the Green Dragons.
So change of pace there for Lewisburg. I like what Chase Wendrick did. They just went fast. They got up there and got set, and he took the ball in a hurry. They didn't wait. Didn't get Danville set, and they actually punctured them right there. This is good job up front. Watch them get behind that wedge blocking right there. I'll tell you what, this Lewisburg offensive line, they are fun to watch.
Green Dragons trying to turn the Damon Alabakoff interception that went off of Bo Sheptock's hands late in the third quarter into points to retake the lead. And a misplay there. Wenrick going to have to force to keep it himself. And he'll just barely make it back to the line of scrimmage. A broken play, miscommunication in the backfield, and might actually be a loss of 1 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, they're absolutely out of whack right there. Wendrick's fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be the hardest 7 yards that Lewisburg will get tonight. Down in here tight, everything gets a little bit harder.
So this is going to be the 17th play of this drive.
And Coach Wick said we want to keep that ball away from Danville, and he has done that here tonight, particularly in the second half.
They've doubled time of possession. It was like that in the first half, and it's pretty much been that way here. Toss to Davis. No one moved on the line for Lewisburg. flags stay in the pockets of the officials, and Davis gets nowhere again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal for Lewisburg.
Yeah, watch Cam Kirsch on the edge right here, sees it, defeats the block. Quinn Michaels can't get the block, lays out vertical right there, horizontal to make the stop on Jeremiah Davis. What a game Cam Kirsch has had. We just keep calling 34's name all night long. He's been so good for so long. What a football player.
And as we mentioned, just committed to St. Francis, PA this week for football. 2nd D1 player on this team. Of course, the other Landon Keogh from Temple. 3rd and goal now from the 5 for Lewisburg, trying to take the lead. Back to the ground with Davis. Big burst. He's in. Touchdown, Green Dragons.
3 says, give it to me and let's get behind this offensive line and let me do some work. Jeremiah Davis, what a game he's had, but watch the point of attack blocking. Tyler Downs right there moving his guy. Looks like Malusas in there, Glather. This offensive line has been so good tonight, so good all year long, Matt, and that was a key play on 3rd down, and they got it done.
So they turn it into points off the interception by Alabakoff, and for Davis, that's his 28th rushing touchdown of the year. 2nd tonight, 31 carries for $195, and now Lewisburg is actually going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, this is the call right here. Go for 2.
Make it a 3-point game.
Make it a 3-point game.
Quinn Michaels going to take the Wildcat snap. He's going to throw it. Rolling. Michaels going to keep it. Dives. And he's in.
Wow.
Wow. The Danville crowd didn't think he was in, but the officials say he is, and Lewisburg gets the 2-point conversion to make it a 17-14 game.
Watch the replay here, Matt. Quinn Michaels, he's got this ability, can throw it, pulls it down. He's just going to steamroll his way in.
Well, was that knee down?
Boy, it looked like he might have been down right there. That's close.
Was that knee down? I think it might have been.
That's close.
Oh,
there's no
boy.
replay, though, in high school football, so you can X that out. That's not going to happen.
The officials are still meeting a little bit, but I don't think they can change the call at this
No,
point.
they can't change the call, not without replay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a critical call right here because that makes it now an absolute 3-point game. So now the senior quarterback, Madden Patrick, this Danville offense got to do work with the wind.
So the Green Dragons get some luck on their side as well. Cash in off the turnover, and they have their 2nd lead of the night. But now it's here in the 4th quarter. 17-14.
Man, what a game we've been treated to, and some great running of the football here.
Hoover with a squib kick to try to keep it away from Ralph, but Ralph's going to pick it up anyway at the 15. But good coverage downfield by the Green Dragons as Ralph gets to the 26. And now a late flag just came in.
Yeah, this is going to be a penalty, stupid penalty here on Danville. Right here, but it looked like this is a late punch, late kick. Something here on Danville here after the play, Matt.
See if we can catch it.
I might be wrong here, but I think this goes against Danville here.
I think there was a little shove right there at the end. Yep. It is against Danville, and that's going to back
they
them up.
eject him. That's a punch right here by Danville. Just an absolutely stupid play.
Can't quite tell what the number is.
I thought it was number 3 here, Matt, for Danville, who's who they're ejecting. But you just cannot make stupid penalties like that. And this has plagued Danville most all season.
And once you're ejected from a game, that's a 1-game suspension for the next game as well. And because it's a punch, PIAA can look at this and maybe make this, oh yeah, right there on the very end.
Watch it here. Yep, right there.
Yep.
Yeah, easy call.
Yep.
On number 3 right there for Danville.
So he's going to be ejected for the next game if Danville were to win here tonight, and that could be reviewed by the PIAA, and that could be a 2-game suspension.
Sure
or
could.
Supplemental penalty or
Yep,
supplemental
absolutely.
suspension.
Okay, so if you're Madden Patrick right now, you gotta use your experience, your leadership, all the qualities that he has right now for a big drive.
They'll start with a throw. Going deep right away for Duffy, and it's overthrown, incomplete. Good coverage downfield by Nick Coleman. So it's 2nd and 10, back in the 13 here for Danville after the penalty. So you've got that, but as you just mentioned, Charlie, I was just going to ask you how Danville now tries to handle this. We've seen them dig down deep before, now albeit it's earlier in the game. This is now with the district title on the line here in the fourth quarter.
You know, I mean, they took a shot play there, but they don't absolutely have to do that. They've got all the guys to drive this ball, bleed the clock, take the lead late. That's what you got to do. Great coverage there by Nick Coleman, all over it. Just walled Cole Duffy off to the sideline, nowhere for the ball to be dropped in.
Second and 10. Go back to the ground with Sheptock. Spins away from one man, still going, and then is going to be wrestled out of bounds by Field right at the 20 for a gain of 7, and a 3rd and 3 upcoming for Danville.
These backs are so hard to get down. Watch Bo Sheptock right there. Tyler Downs is there to make the play. Can't do it. Straight arm, step away from that tackle, and then Sean Fields has to wrestle him out of bounds here to bring up a critical 3rd down and 3.
Third and 3 for Danville, now trailing by 3 early in this fourth quarter. Patrick didn't have the initial man open, scrambles, throws, caught by Ralph, pushed out of bounds by Ian Riddy right at the marker. Now we'll have to check the spot.
Check it.
And looks like he's got the first down.
I think he's got it. Hold on here, Matt. Haven't moved him yet.
Well, from that look there, where the football is by Ralph, he looked to be a little short.
Yeah, they're going to put the 4th down.
Can we get another?
Can we just get another one right here? Another 4th and inches?
It looks like it because now they just changed the chains to 4th down. It's 4th down and a foot again at the 22.
And I mean, this is absolutely rolling the dice here for Carl Major now. If something goes wrong with the ball in the 22, that's big trouble for Danville. So he's taking a big chance. Might want to try to use Madden Patrick and his cadence to get Lewisburg to jump offside.
Now you can hear the Lewisburg crowd on the other side making noise.
This is going to be full pressure here by Lewisburg.
4th and inches. Give to Sheptock. Battles for it. Spins.
I don't think he got it.
And I don't know. First down.
Oh, they gave what an effort.
Wow.
By Bo Sheptock. Holy smokes. I'm telling you, there's nothing there for Bo Sheptock. Handoff's not that clean. And he just keeps driving with the willpower to get the first down and keep this season alive for Danville.
By inches. The first down now at the 24.
He's got the hitch weak if he wants it.
Patrick down the middle, incomplete. Pass was low. Field with the coverage, trying to get it again to Ralph.
John Field got injured early in this game with his ankle. What a job he's done to battle through this injury. The senior says, I'm not going home just yet. And he has played one whale of a game on a bad leg.
Patrick 12-22 now for just $106 on the night. Not one of his best nights.
And this
of course, he's been victim of a couple of drops as well.
He has. He sure has.
Drops.
And this Lewisburg secondary, they show you a lot of coverage looks.
Back to throw again. Patrick under pressure this time. Going to take off and run, throw across his body, and it's caught for the first down. What a throw by Madden Patrick, and that's caught by Cole Harvey. That's his first catch of the night.
Cole Harvey comes up big here. But again, if you're Lewisburg, you cannot let Madden Patrick right there out of the pocket. And he gets out once he escapes. He's going to be double trouble, and he was once again.
Cole Harvey filled in the last couple of times that Cole Duffy was out of the lineup. Just had 2 catches last week against Montoursville in his first year playing. First down to the 35 for Danville, trailing by 3. Big burst of speed by Sheptock. First down and more. Inside the 45 he goes.
And right now, Bo Sheptock, after he got that first down, Once he gets rolling, man, he gets in that second level. He is double trouble. He is so slick. And Sean Field with that injury right there can't make the play.
That's Xavier Carter who comes to track him down.
Carter, they sure did. And that's a great tackle from behind.
And Danville's about 15 or so yards away from Garrett Hoffman field goal range with 7:25 to go in regulation.
Again, full pressure right here.
Patrick under pressure now. Gonna take off and run. Has some room in front of him. Inside the 30. Dives inside the 25.
And right now, Lewisburg is not getting it done defensively on the edges. They look a little bit tired, but they're letting Matt Patrick. His scrambling ability, Matt, is exquisite. He can absolutely get out of the pocket and create. He rolls right, understands something's not there, comes back to the far side. Garrett Glather can't keep him in there, and then Patrick is down the sideline, tucks it up late. First down, Danville.
Took a big hit, too, from Nick
Sure
Coleman.
did.
So first down at the Lewisburg 25 after the drive started back at their 13 after the penalty.
Empty set here for Danville, Matt. Watch for your vertical routes.
Patrick throws, passes caught by Ralph, cuts back inside, and he gets inside the 20, and looks like they're going to mark him at the 19 for a gain of 6.
Yeah, right now, what a good drive here by Matt Patrick in this Danville offense. They understand what's on the line, and once they got that fourth down and that extra effort by Sheptock, they have just gone into high gear. Just a short little hitch. Carter Rout does the rest.
Second and 5 at the 20.
We're going into this empty set, and they're getting Lewisburg into soft coverage.
Can take the lead with a touchdown. Patrick, another big-time throw. And again, too much mustard on that for Cole Duffy. And now it's 3rd and 5.
And Lewisburg in this empty set, they got to squeeze out some of the air on these short passes because, quite honestly, Danville's wide open on these quick hitches out of their empty set. If those linebackers that underneath coverage, they gotta latch it up a lot quicker than that.
Third and 5 for Danville.
On your sprint out pass here.
And they go to the run. Sheptock, big hole up the gut. First down and more, and he's inside the 5.
I love the call here by Carl Major. Changes everything up on 3rd and 5. Think players, not plays. He's thinking Bo Sheptock. Big gash up the middle. Number 2, taking it down inside the 5.
Both running backs here tonight, Charlie, have been as advertised in this game. Sheptock's had his mistakes that he's made in this game, but he's also made a lot of big plays. Another one right there, and Danville is 5 yards away from retaking the lead as we get to late in this 4th quarter.
Sheptock now at 113 yards rushing on the night.
Back to Kehoe on the ground, and Kehoe met right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gained 1 on the play.
And as we said for Lewisburg, these 5 yards are tough. Everything's tight. Lewisburg is going to press the line of scrimmage. They're going to force the issue on Matt Patrick in this run game. And if they throw it, they're going to have to get the ball out quick. So everything on the line here. It's a championship drive here by Danville that started on their own 10-yard line, Matt.
Play clock down to 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to Sheptock, still going, second effort. He's in, touchdown.
Bo Sheptock will not be denied. That's all this is. This is effort, willpower, desire to keep playing football here in 2024.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for Sheptock. And there's that second effort that he's shown all night long. There's the extension of the ball across the goal line, and Danville is back in front with 4.5 to go. 18 for $117 on the night and the 2 touchdowns. Hoffman now on for an important extra point.
It is good.
And it is good. It's a 4-point game. 4:28 to go here in the fourth quarter of the District 4 3A title game on SECV8.
Since 1975, Jack Metzer Ford has provided generations of customers with an exceptional sales experience based on honesty and integrity. We offer an extensive new and pre-owned inventory and are dedicated to matching you with the right vehicle to fit your needs. Our commitment continues with our experienced technicians ready to keep your vehicle performing as well as the day you bought it. My dad believed every customer deserves our respect and courtesy. That's why customer satisfaction will always be number one here at Jack Metzer Ford in Danville.
What a game this is turning into for the District 4 3A title. Danville retakes the lead on the 4-yard touchdown run by Bo Sheptock. His second of the night, 117 for him on the ground tonight. 21-17, Danville in front with 4:28 to go. And Charlie, that was a huge extra point by Hoffman because now Lewisburg has to go the length of the field if they want to retake the lead here.
Yeah, and that extra point, as you said, Matt, is so critical right now. They've got to score a touchdown. Big difference between that and the field goal, particularly when you got a kicker of Cohen Huber's ability. He can connect from 40, 42 yards. So they're going to have to drive it down and score. They have to answer the bell here like Danville did. What a championship drive by the Ironmen.
An 87-yard drive led by Madden Patrick. And that's exactly what he's shown his entire career.
It's who he is. He's calm. He's poised. You know, he just knows what he's doing out there. Great poise once he breaks the pocket. He made so many fantastic plays outside the pocket. He's done it all night long. He's done it all year long. He's done it throughout his career.
So Lewisburg once again starting from the 20 on yet another touchback with this wind going on here tonight that's been blowing from right to left. So Lewisburg driving into the wind here with 4:28 to go, trailing again, this time by 4.
So again, you're going to have some urgency here if you're Lewisburg.
Davis starts with a run, and he's going to get about 3.
This isn't going to be the easiest yardage, particularly, you know, when everybody's in there in that Maryland eye. You know that Danville is going to sell out on this run on Jeremiah Davis. So there's going to have to be a couple throws here that are going to need to be made tonight on this drive by Wendrick.
2nd and 7.
He's got one-on-one coverage outside here.
Start with a handoff. Davis.
Look out.
Through, and he breaks free. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. He had taken the distance.
Oh, my goodness.
Back in front.
Talk to me, Matt. What a run.
3rd touchdown for Jeremiah Davis. For 77 yards.
Watch this. Here he gashed right inside. And he just runs through the tackle on the second level. Cole Duffy can't catch him. Beautiful stride there by Jeremiah Davis. Reservations for 6. House call, 275 yards, 33 carries down for JD Jeremiah Davis.
He has been unbelievable, and now he's cramping up at the end of the play and is gingerly walking off the field here after his 3rd touchdown of the game, and Lewisburg is back in front, but still plenty of time left in this game with 3:42 to go. Wow.
Wow, that's all we can say, can't we, Matt? You know, Matt, you've been covering District 4 football longer than since I've retired in the last 4 years, but what a performance by both these backs. But Jeremiah Davis, the last 2 weeks, he's over 500 yards, 7 touchdowns, maybe 8. He's been phenomenal.
We've been spoiled, I can tell you that. Big extra point again by Hoover, and it is down the middle and good. So Lewisburg back in front now by 3, 24-21. What a game. 3:42 to go in the District 4 3A title game on SECV8.
TiVo Plus. All the TV you could ever dream of. Personalized and streaming 24/7. Your favorite shows, movies, videos, and more. All in one easy experience you know and love. streaming TV that's free, binge-worthy, and always on.
Energized.
TiVo Plus.
Back and forth we go in the District 4 3A title game. Lewisburg back in front, 24-21 on this 77-yard run by Jeremiah Davis. 275 on the ground for him, and he's well above 2,000 yards for the season.
Yeah, house call right there for Jeremiah Davis.
Hoover with the kick. It's going to be a squib kick, and it's going to be picked up by Raup right around the 10. Gets past one man at the 20, and a pretty good return out to the 31. And once again, can Madden Patrick lead another drive to answer? He led an 87-yard drive his last time out to take the lead. Now he'll have to do it again, this time for a 69-yard drive.
Yeah, 69-yarder. This is like a poker match, Matt. Everybody's calling each other's bluff. Jeremiah Davis just did it. Can Madden Patrick in this Ironman offense answer the call again? You know they have all the talent to do it. 3:37 to go to keep your season going.
We'll start with a delay to Sheptock, trying to get to the edge, and Sheptock's taken down in the backfield. It's Nick Coleman to make the play.
Nick Coleman, what a play right there out of his cornerback spot. That's what you got to do. That's what corners got to do when they support the run. Just bolt it up out of the secondary, and a shoestring tackle right there. What a nice play by Nick Coleman.
A loss of 3 on the play to make it 2nd and 13 back at the 28.
To remind everybody, Danville's got all 3 timeouts are in empty right here. Be aware of your hitches and your seam routes.
Patrick, plenty of time. Going to take it up the gun and run. Breaks free. First down and more. Slides at the 45.
Yeah, Matt Patrick said, just give me the ball. I'll do something with it. He made Quinn Michael miss right here, who's kind of spying him. Watch him right here break it up inside. Quinn Michaels, I think, is going to show up right there. Can't make the play.
And Madden Patrick had just that 1 carry for 2 yards last week against Montoursville. Didn't really do a whole lot in the first half either, but second half, the legs have come a little bit more alive.
Sure have, and he's got that capability. So good running the football, so instinctive.
Patrick, thinking about loading downfield, still waiting. Now he'll load and throw, and it's caught by Duffy across the middle, and that, I believe, is going to be another first down. Yes, it's a gain of 11 into Lewisburg territory to the 44.
Great patience here. Watch him just roll out of the pocket, bide a little bit of time. Just a 3-man rush. Throws a dime right down there to Cole Duffy. Keeps that drive alive. 1st and 10, just over midfield. Got to be urgent right here. Just coming down on 2 minutes, Matt. So they got all their timeouts. But you got to move it to the line of scrimmage, get in and get out of the huddle.
Garrett Hoffman maybe waiting for his opportunity to tie the game, but it's the rest of his offensive teammates looking to make sure it's for an extra point. Sheptock, good burst of speed up the gut, and he's got a first down and more as he spins, and then he's thrown back. But forward progress should give him the first down, and it will for another 11-yard gain to the Lewisburg 33.
There are no words for how good these 2 running backs have been tonight. Watch Bo Sheptock here. Great blocking at the point of attack, but he just gets under his pads, runs right through a tackle from Quinn Michael, and that's not easy to do.
Approaching 90 seconds to go in regulation. Both teams with 3 timeouts remaining. Patrick looking.
He's got a wheel route backside.
Now he'll take off. Now he's going to throw it, and it's incomplete. And he was very close to being beyond the line of scrimmage when he got rid of the football. But it's 2nd and 10, 1:21 to go.
Okay, Matt, he had Bo Sheptock coming out of the backfield on the backside wheel route right there, but well covered by Lewisburg. And if you're Madden Patrick right here, if you don't have it, you obviously cannot force this football. Got to keep everything alive. Just throw it away, live for another snap.
He got lucky earlier in this game when he tried to throw a ball in the end zone, and Nick Coleman dropped it.
Going empty again here. You see much tighter coverage here, although the number 3 up to the top is wide open here for a hitch route.
Patrick throws. It's caught by Kirsch. Another first down, close to the red zone.
Okay, clock's moving, but that will stop as they move the chains. Looks like a timeout here for, yep, good call, Carl Major. So now you got your chess match here. If you're Lewisburg, they've been playing coverage most all night. At some point in time, I would say Coach Wicks is going to roll the dice here and come after Madden Patrick. He's going to try and force the issue in the backfield, you would think.
Lewisburg's had a lot of big stops in this game, Charlie, but you're right. They have just been chasing around. It looked like there's a lot of tired legs out there.
I think they're fatigued on defense. I think right here, if I'm Coach Wicks, I got all my timeouts. I use them here down the stretch, if nothing else, to rest my defense because they've been chasing Sheptock, Patrick, all these guys around, and they're dynamic athletes, these two, and they're not easy to get on the ground. So Coach Wicks has, a lot of big calls here down the stretch. This game will be decided on who can navigate the chess match right here at the end.
And he's definitely trusted his defense, Charlie. You made that point earlier with the way that he's coached this game.
Yes.
Hasn't burned any of his timeouts yet to maybe try to give his team the ball back and have a chance to do something with it depending on what Danville does here. But
yeah, well, you can't let it bleed out. You've got to try to help yourself at least get the ball back, depending on how this unfolds. Whether Madden Patrick is throwing the football here and it's incomplete or whatever happens.
First down from the 21. Go back to the ground with Sheptock, and he will get to the edge, and he's going to pick up another first down.
And Bo Sheptock inside, outside, vertical, duck back outside, get out of bounds. Watch the run right here.
And that's 3 straight chunk plays for Danville with 1:10 to go.
Yeah, Hayes Schumacher was right there to make the play. But, again, I think there is some fatigue factor here. These guys for Lewisburg go both ways. They've been on the field all night, run blocking, and then trying to chase Bo Sheptock around and Madden Patrick. So I think there is some fatigue here.
So 1st and 10 from the 11, can get a first down at the 1. 1:10 to go. Back to the ground, Sheptock up the gut, and he will get down to the 6 for a gain of 5, and now we're under a minute to go.
So here we go, hurry up.
2 timeouts left for Danville, 3 for Lewisburg. Patrick looking, throws for the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown! Ralph makes the catch! Carter Ralph with his 2nd touchdown of the game to give Danville the lead with 47 seconds to go to try to get 5 straight district titles.
Great throw and catch right there, and Madden Patrick just tied the record in District 4 for touchdown passes in a career.
Tying Logan Libby of Selinsgrove. Big extra point again. Hoffman buries it. 47 seconds to go. Danville back in front, 28-24 to try to win their 5th straight district title. But time here for Lewisburg. They have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Yeah, the thing that were concerned me, Lewisburg's played a great football game. Their passing game is much different than Danville's. Much more inexperienced thrower than Madden Patrick. So Chase Wenrick is going to have his hands full right here. Madden Patrick, what else can you say? I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing else you can say. I mean, the young man is poised. He's calm. And he just threw a pearl on that back pylon to Carter Raup right there for the potential game winner.
That's 2 straight big touchdown drives of 87 and 69 for Madden Patrick.
Yep.
That certainly puts him in our conversation for Conference Specialist Player of the Game along with Bo Sheptock.
Man.
That's hard.
2 dynamic players. I tell you what, absolutely. What Madden Patrick has done in these 2 drives, just calm and poised with his season on the line, pretty darn special.
So Hoffman will kick it off, and Lewisburg will have to start from the 20, and they'll need 80 yards and 47 seconds to win a district title.
I sure will. This will be a tall order. But again, this Coach Wicks team don't ever count them out, man. They have been so good tonight. They have actually, absolutely, you mentioned it, Matt, they played this game exactly the way Eric Wicks would have wanted this game played.
So if Danville can hang on here, we'll go with Madden Patrick as our conference specialist.
Yeah, I would think so.
Player of the game. But we'll see if Lewisburg has anything to say about that. They have all 3 timeouts, 47 seconds to go. There comes Jeremiah Davis, who's had another monster game. Wenrick just throws up a prayer, and it is incomplete. Almost picked off by Madden Patrick. He almost called game himself on defense.
He did. That's a good way to put it. He about called game right there. He about dropped the mic on this stadium.
And a absolutely underthrown ball there, trying to get it to Walker. Way off target, and Patrick almost had it, probably should have had it. So Lewisburg lives for another down, 40 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Patrick 12 of 29 for 150 and the 2 touchdown passes today. Hand off to Davis. And not much there. That's not going to help you now at this point. And Lewisburg is going to have to burn a timeout. And a lot of time went off. I bet you they're going to have to probably check the game clock as well. A lot of time went off after Lewisburg had called the timeout there. So we'll check that. Right now, 32 seconds to go. And a 3rd and 10 for Lewisburg.
And right now, if you're Lewisburg, you've got to get in the spread set. You got to get vertical guys going down through the seams. It's going to be difficult. If you're Danville, you double cover Jalen Walker. You don't let him have a one-on-one opportunity by any means. Although Matt and Patrick certainly up to the task on that last one. The other thing that is difficult here, Chase Wenrick, Matt, is thrown into the wind.
So they do put some time back on the clock, 35 seconds to go. Lewisburg with 2 timeouts to go. And now the home crowd here at Danville on their feet for 3rd and 10 as the Ironmen try to hang on for their 5th straight district title.
Here's your trips into the boundary. So this is more like your Hail Mary right here. Matt on the short side of the field.
Wenrick looking, heaves it down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted! Carter Rupp calls game on defense this time! Madden Patrick almost did it the play before, and this time Carter Ralph, who caught the go-ahead and soon-to-be game winner, makes the game-clinching interception with 27 seconds to go, and Danville that close away from 5 straight.
Yeah, when you win 5 straight, you know how to win, you know how to close out games. That's exactly what they did tonight. They're playmakers. You always think players. And that's what Carl Major did. He put the ball in the hands, obviously his quarterback, who was dynamic all night long. Bo Sheptock. We saw the emergence of Cole Duffy. Looks like he's healthy again. Cam Kirsch was fantastic. All these seniors that have played so much football for Danville.
And they get to play another week. A whole hand of district titles for the Danville Ironmen. And they do it in dramatic fashion. The Danville Ironmen moving on as district champs for the 5th straight year, 28-24, the final score. Our conference specialists, and I'm going to say co-players of the game, Charlie, to Carter Ralph and to Madden Patrick.
Carter Ralph or Bo Sheptock?
To Carter Ralph and Madden Patrick.
Okay, I hear you, my friend. Absolutely, I'm down with that.
And I'm sorry, we're going to give it to Bo Sheptock and to Madden Patrick.
There you go. I think Carter Ralph, he also had a really good game.
He did, yes.
I mean, this could go to a lot of guys, but these 2 senior playmakers, how good were they tonight? And Matt, we'd be remiss. I know we can't give a player of the game to somebody on necessarily the losing team, but what an effort by Jeremiah Davis tonight.
275 on the ground for him. His third straight game that he's going to end with at least 250 yards rushing.
Testing. Can you hear me?
Had to go ahead touchdown late in this fourth quarter. But unfortunately for the Green Dragons, they're going to fall just a little bit short after such a valiant effort here tonight. But it's 5 in a row for the Danville Ironmen as they win it here 28-24 over the Lewisburg Green Dragons. Conference Specialist Player of the Game coming up with Jason Genovese and the Jack Metzer Auto Group post game as Danville, a whole hand of district titles in a row on SCCV 8.
With NFL Network, get 24/7 coverage. We're off and running. And exclusive live games. That's a perfect dream. And with NFL Red Zone, you come to the right place. Get every touchdown from every game. Let's go to the Octo Box. Every Sunday afternoon during the regular season. He's got a touchdown! Get NFL Network and NFL Red Zone now.
The idea of buried treasure is captivating. If we find it, it will change history as we know it.
Back here on the Jack Metzer Auto Group post game, it's a 5 straight district titles for the Danville Ironmen as they win it here in dramatic fashion, 28-24. As Madden Patrick hits Carter Raup with 47 seconds to go. And our conference specialist player of the game, Bo Sheptok and Madden Patrick, now with Jason Genovese.
All right, with our co-comfort specialist player of the game. First, Matt, in that last touchdown pass, what were you seeing?
I mean, they were playing some sort of cover 3, but then when we ran that certain route, the corner came down and bit on the whip route. That's what it's called. And then we had a corner behind it, and it was just my job to get Carter up the ball, and we did just that.
Bo, 4 district titles in a row. How does it feel?
It's great. You know, I was only a part of 2. But just the tradition here, and it's 5, by the way. That was our 5th, yeah.
5.
Yeah, it's all right, but it's awesome. I mean, the culture here for football is just amazing, and I can't tell my teammates enough. Like, they're just great. Everybody on the sideline, everything. It's just awesome.
There was a lot of running room for you tonight. What was working for you in the running game tonight?
We would go to like a trip set, and we would just run inside zone, and it was really working well for us because they would bump a backer out to the trips, and our line just blocked flawlessly tonight.
Madden, it wasn't a ton of situations in this season where deep in the fourth quarter you had to orchestrate a game-winning drive. How did that feel running through that tonight?
I mean, those drives are like drives that stories are written about. I mean, it was huge. I had nothing but confidence, and when I got in that huddle, I said this is what we've been working for since June. This is what we've been working for in the entire offseason. But it just came down to execution, and we did just that.
What's the mindset heading into next week?
I don't know who we're playing yet, but we're going to enjoy this win, but then we're going to get back to business Sunday.
Bo, how about you? What do you think for next week?
Exactly what he said. We're just going to, one game at a time, 1-0. We just won this game, but we got to focus on next week now, and we're going to figure out who we're playing. We just got to have a great week of practice and come ready to play on Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure.
Guys, congrats and best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
It's a whole hand of district titles in a row for the Danville Ironmen as they beat Lewisburg here behind 2 back-to-back clutch drives by Madden Patrick and another big game from Bo Sheptok. Despite some mistakes he had to overcome in this game himself, 28-24 is our final. Danville moving on to the state playoffs next week. They're going to take on the District 3 champ Bermudian Springs or Trinity. Bermudian Springs leading that one 34-30 in the fourth quarter last time we checked, so we'll see how that one plays out here. But for Danville, Charlie, we've seen them be down before early in games and then come back and run away with it. Tonight they had to dig the deepest they ever had multiple times in this fourth quarter, and they definitely showed a lot of character and a lot of heart to find a way to grind this one out.
Yeah, it's 2 championship drives, not just 1, 2. They had to answer the bell, and the senior quarterback, Madden Patrick, and not just him, that offensive line, the job they did protecting him to make the plays, to clear the way for Bo Sheptok. It takes a team to win championships and to win games. So my hat's off Coach Major, the entire Ironman. What a great tradition they have here in football. And then to Lewisburg, a tip of the hat. Coach Wicks, what a job he's done with that program. And they absolutely played the kind of game he wanted coach tonight. Unfortunately for them, they fell a minute short.
That they did, but you definitely have to give Lewisburg a ton of credit. As we both said, Charlie, they played this game. They wanted to, just couldn't quite make a few plays late, especially in the passing game. But I definitely think this is something for Eric Wicks that you can build on for the future. Of course, you're going to lose a lot of seniors, including Jeremiah Davis, who had another monster game to finish off his career. But this is something for Lewisburg definitely to build on.
Oh, no doubt about it. And, you know, I want to tip my hat to Jeremiah Davis and this running game for Lewisburg. I mean, how physical they are, but Jeremiah Davis, what a treat he has been to watch run the football. Bo Sheptok, I mean, we said going into this game, these are the two Player of the Year candidates, and did they disappoint, Matt? I don't think so.
Not at all. And for Jeremiah Davis, his incredible career comes to an end, has overcome so much on and off the field, as we've talked about before.
Right.
He stands here in disappointment now, but he has certainly a lot to be proud of, and we'll see if he's able to play at the next level. He still is trying to see how that goes. 2,066, Todd Davis tells us, was his final rushing total for the season. He broke 2,000 yards in the first half, and that's just not only an incredible football player, Charlie, but an incredible young man.
Just an incredible young man. I've had a chance to be around Jeremiah. He is a lot of fun. He's a hard worker. He's a pleasant young man, and I mean, we tip our hat to him and all these guys that played tonight. I mean, they left it out there in the field, and that's what you do in championship football games, and that was done tonight to these coaching staffs. Congratulations. Matt, in these situations, only one team can move on. That's the hard part. So congratulations to Danville on a job well done. They move on now and take another step towards a state championship.
And that's for the 5th year in a row. They win a district title. They'll play either Bermudian Springs or Trinity, the District 3 champ, next week. And we'll see how that plays out. Charlie, we had an incredible last 2 weeks.
Where will we be? Where we don't know.
We'll find out to see if and when we'll be somewhere next week. We'll be sure to stay tuned to our Facebook page and X and Instagram pages as well to see where we will be next week. Hopefully we will be, but if not, Charlie, we certainly ended on a high note with 2 incredible games here back-to-back.
Oh, incredible. You've been so much fun and true pro, Matt. I appreciate it, and love to do it again with you next Friday. Todd Davis right behind me, the best in stats. I mean, he's been fabulous. And to our people in the truck and on the cameras, I mean, I tip my hat to you guys. You guys are true pros. Thank you for letting me come along for the ride.
Absolutely, Charlie Fisher. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully we get another week. Stay tuned for that. But if not, it's certainly been a ton of fun. Danville wins their 5th straight district title, 28-24 over the Lewisburg Green Dragons, and yet another thriller here on SCCV8. I want to thank our entire crew, led by our director, Dylan Levkevich, who also did some replay tonight as well. Chris O'Rourke on graphics, our camera operators, Larry Tickle, Brian Stackhouse, and David Myers. Todd Davis on stats, Jason Genovese on the sideline, Charlie Fisher, my partner. I'm Matt Catrillo. We'll see you next time here on SCCV8.